Pentecostal church. You guys got to come before the podcast.
He's got some soul.
Well, I mean, I could edit it. I could edit that out. But what time is the service that you play?
I do 2. I do 9 o'clock, and then I do 11:30.
Okay.
Now, when you're not playing, what are you doing in the meantime? Are you dozing out? You listen to the word? You criticizing? You judging?
Word of the Lord.
You know, I do like to listen to the word. It's pretty.
It's soothing.
Yeah,
Because there's a lot of hope in those words.
There's a lot of hope, but it's like with the right kind of pastor.
That the message can be delivered.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to hear somebody say it out loud. So that's like pretty good. But then I'll just like sit back and like watch like YouTube videos or something, maybe, you know, if I'm not feeling it.
Do you have like AirPods or something?
I got my in-ears. So I can just
Okay.
put
Oh,
my
all
ears
right.
to my-
Okay. That's a nice
Yeah.
holy man right here.
I know. Because it just reminds me of being forced to be in church as a kid.
Right.
And like.
Talk about church. so
And
much on this.
I know, seriously. Well, we're Catholic boys.
I'm Catholic too.
Yeah.
So it wasn't during the time of like the cell phone or anything. So I would like try to distract myself with I would get the books and I would just flip
Start
to the pages.
reading.
Yeah, dude, like it was like, you know, just to do anything, dude, just then to be there. And I would get like all the Mexican mom like disciplinary actions, like the pinching of the skin.
that's a good one.
The, you know, hitting, like she would grab like the knuckle and like hit me in the thigh.
Yeah,
like,
just like a little, or just like dig it into it.
Yeah, I never. It's always Doug.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, my mom wants to make an implant.
My best friend, Robbie Landeros, rest in peace. And my other good friend, Manny Lutz, they would go, instead of peace be with you, they go, Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces. And then they go, Jesus Crisco butter. They would say this. I remember them from,
That's
we
like
were little
eighth grade
kids.
shit.
Yeah. No, even
Even before.
younger. Yeah. They were just, so I forever will remember that. Jesus Crisco butter, and Reese's Pieces.
Hell
Say
yeah.
peace
I'm
be
going to
with
say
you.
Reese's Pieces. So actually, I didn't tell you guys this. Like 2 weeks ago, I went to church.
What?
I went to church.
Now let me ask these questions before we get into that. Were you was it a gig? Was it because you were walking by like, I'm gonna pop in, or was it like, have you been experiencing something in your life you're like, I need to find guidance?
None of those.
What kind of church?
I went back to my old one, Catholic
Like
church.
a Catholic church.
Because I wanted to see what it was like if it had changed. And by the way, it's changed. They've changed. So, you know, when people say peace be with you, it's not and also with you. It is and also with your spirit.
What?
Yeah. It was weird. Like a lot of things were still the same, but there were some little slight changes to some of the wording too.
Do you think it's to make it more gender neutral?
I really don't know. But what I found really, really interesting too, which I thought actually is an improvement, is, you know, after you say the Our Father, you do peace be with you and all that, and you like shake your neighbor's hand or whatever. Well, now because of COVID, no one is shaking each other. So a lot of them are just going like this. And this has more reach. Like, let's say you make eye contact with someone across the aisle.
give 'em
You're
a
just
little-
like, yeah, I can't shake their hand, you know? So I literally did that. I was just like,
Yeah.
Dude, in the Mexican like church,
Yeah.
you used to have to walk around. That part took like 10
Forever.
minutes.
Yeah.
Because I used to have to go see my grandma.
And
on
it's
the
not
other
just like a
corner.
handshake. You gotta fucking
Yeah.
embrace the motherfucker.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was pretty.
It was a wholesome experience.
That's a trip. So you went back just and did a whole sat through all mass.
Yeah, had through a whole mass. And also,
Wow.
there was 2 priests, which I thought was like, I've never seen this.
Like dueling swords, like dueling pianos.
Like one was like really, like both were old. One was really old and was like the head, like leading it. But then,
Wizard, Imperial Wizard.
yeah. But then when
Grand Dragon.
But then when, you know, when the priest has to go to like the podium and read or whatever, or like give the sermon or whatever, he was like, all right, younger guy, like you go do it. And I was like, oh, maybe he's like an apprentice.
or maybe he's passing it
Or
off.
maybe he just got relocated.
yeah.
we can't ignore that.
Yeah.
I'm in a little bit of heat right now.
Because I do remember, like, because we went to Catholic school.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'd be a priest and a deacon.
Yeah.
Or sometimes there'd be 2 priests, but like, I don't know, maybe you caught one of those, like, an
Did
apprentice.
the priests do this? No.
No, not that I remember. I was an
They
altar boy. I didn't hang
probably
out.
Yeah, you did. You're an altar boy. You're in the back.
Yeah, that's why I was never an altar
You're
boy.
like, let me help you tie your robe.
Yeah.
So I went to a Catholic school.
Monaguillo.
Yeah, dude, I went to a Catholic school that was run by nuns. Like the convent was there and everything, and they pretty much like funnel you way. Like they want every student there to come out to be like a priest or a deacon or something.
Of course.
Yeah, dude. So they would be like, "Oh, so this is how you tie it."
What's
you know,
the success rate on
yeah,
that?
it's bad. But yeah, so I just remember like them being like, "Oh yeah, like you qualify to be an altar boy now." I'd be like, "I don't want to do that," and they'd be like, "You know, like you can get better grades." I'm like, "What do you mean? Like like extra credit?"
You're appealing to the Asian in me, right?
My parents are gonna be so proud of me.
Exactly. And then I remember going to my parents and trying to pitch it, like, "Hey, like I don't have to like do like someone like the mass services or something. Only if I do like 2 out of 3, blah blah. Like." And they're like, "Nah, like." On the weekends, we go down to Rosarito. We don't hang around here. Like, yeah.
We're gonna go shoot guns and shit.
Yeah.
When you were the altar boy, did you have to do that ding dong?
I wasn't an altar boy.
Oh, you never were.
I never was. Yeah, they were trying
They
to.
had that.
Yeah,
they had that.
you had to do
They
it.
tried to again like force or like not force, but like really hint it. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. My
Priest really loves for you to hang out.
Yeah, just come back to the priest's quarters.
The nuns were like the Ghislaine Maxwells of the church, dude.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Maybe in the future they'll change the name, like the official name.
The Ghislaines.
The Ghislaines, yeah. Oh, I got Ghislaine, bro.
Dude, I'm gonna go to the Ghislainery.
Yeah, because in like the CIA spy world, they call it honeypotting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, or like honey dicking.
Yeah, honey dicking, yeah.
Or honeypotting, yeah.
My good friend Esteban Franco and I, we were playing in the church band. We were kids. He's like 2 years younger than me. I was already in high school, and musicians were the first to go receive communion.
Yeah.
And we would just chug that wine.
Oh yeah, I used to
we'd
take
be
some
like-
big gulps. I used to take some
priest
big
would be
gulps.
like,
Because we'd always go on one of the sides, so it was like the priest was in the middle.
Yeah.
And so we were like on the band side, so it was always like a lady, like a Guadalupana,
Yeah.
And and she'd be like, I'd be like, hey, stand like 2 people behind me, so that like we could chug it. I was like, all right, so I'd chug the first one, and then the lady would be like, wipe it down, and then everybody was drinking, lipping the same cup and
Yeah.
everything. And
fuck COVID, bro.
And then my boy would do it
gonna
right
elaborate.
afterwards, and we would just chug it, 2 glasses, and then we just sit back there and just like, like.
They were still drinking from the wine. People were wearing masks in the church, and then when it was time to get,
well, I mean, at that point, it's no longer wine, bro. Like,
But
so
it was
if
kind
you
of
believe-
funny. It was kind of funny because I was with someone, and before the priest, like sometimes like water, and I was like making the joke, like, you think that's Purell? They replaced the holy water with Purell.
Wait, can you like
Bless Purell.
no deny it? Be like, just get the host and be like,
Yeah.
time for the wine. Be like, you know what? Like, I'm good.
Yeah,
Like,
that was always an option.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
I thought it was no. Like, well, I mean, again, like at the school I went, they were
The
like, no,
Mexicans,
it's
they're
boom,
like,
boom.
you're a kid, so yeah.
It's like you have to do both. You have to get the body and the blood. Like you
Yeah.
can't just have, you can't have one or like you have to have both.
I
I dropped it one time.
oh my
The
god,
wine or
The host.
The host.
yeah.
God, dude.
Oh my god! And I remember like it didn't just
Drop the
fall.
body.
It didn't just fall. It like rolled like 10 feet in front, not 10 feet, like a foot in front of me. And I was just like,
Yeah.
and I just looked at the guy that gave it to me. It was one of the teachers, and he was just like, pick it up.
You better eat it.
Yeah, and
That's
pick
the
it up.
body of
And then
Christ.
I remember I picked it up, and I didn't know what to do, so I just took it back to like the bleachers because we had church in the gym.
Yeah.
And I just remember like holding it with my friends, and then like I just remember my friend Jesus. He was like, "Dude, we should like
Dissect it.
yeah." He was like, "We should like cut it open and shit."
Jesus, what the hell, man?
Yeah, El
My-
compa Chuy.
I was working at this Methodist church a while back, and they receive the holy,
But like in
communion.
bread form.
but in bread form, or now because of COVID, they have these little prepackaged mini wine shots.
What?
and mini? Like,
That's cool.
Eucharist, like. So like you just go and they just like give you it, and then you unpackage it yourself and you eat it.
Now, can the blessing penetrate through the packaging?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Can the packaging really like withhold the body and the blood of Christ?
Oh, that is a big question
That's
because
deep.
if it's just like a regular like little like one of these, like I don't think that's worthy.
These are questions. I guess we got to go back to church.
Let's go back to the
I'll
church.
I'll show you what I.
You guys want to do? You guys want to do? Go to a Catholic church? Like
I mean, I just did, but yeah,
Hidden camera, like
we should go to like the nicest one in town.
I'm down.
I want to actually.
What is the nicest one?
I don't know.
So
Actually, I'm playing churches nowadays, so I have to find the right
yeah,
time to go to mass.
you'll have
Yeah, but
time
you're
to
not
research.
playing Catholic churches.
No, I'm doing.
I was gonna. And that's
Pentecostal.
and that's what I was about to
Apostolic.
ask. Was like, does it have to be a Catholic church because we're Catholics, or can we try something throughout the Christian religion?
Come to my church.
Yeah, who are you asking? Like me? Like I mean, you can do whatever you
For
want.
this little experiment, science experiment.
Well, I mean, I
Come to my church.
all right, we're gonna go to his church. That'll be a whole new experience. We know the Catholic one, and I thought it would be interesting though. Like,
Are the prayers the same?
no, dude.
They don't pray.
Well, I mean, they pray in their own way.
Yeah, like they don't be like, all right,
'Cause
we're gonna
Catholics
say
are
Our
like-
Father
yeah.
or whatever. You know, like it's not.
They're by the book. Yeah.
No, the Pentecostals are really intense in the sense that like it's all about salvation and the baptism, and and so it's like he's telling you, and he's like, I have the personal connection with God, so my job is for you to listen to me.
Relax,
So I can
Pharaoh.
Save you.
So,
It's pretty intense.
pretty intense.
like,
It's pretty intense.
I just
I mean, shut the fuck
I
up.
But they're
remember.
like, "Shabalaba,
I remember when the Kirk Franklin Tiny Desk concert came out,
Hell yeah.
and we were bumping it.
Your draws.
I remember we were bumping it, and we were just having like a wholesome Sunday.
Yeah.
And I looked at Brian, and we both kind of like said to each other, like, dude, if the music was like this at school or growing up at the churches we went to, like,
I'd still be
I don't
Catholic.
say I'd probably believe, but like I'd stick around. Like,
Dog. Today there was one point in one song that was so lit,
just buttery.
just like the keyboard is just like holding these chords, and he's like, he's the MD, so he's cueing you, and he's like, drop the kick drum, Omar, we're going 4 6 3 2, whatever. Like he's giving me cues,
Yeah.
and so dropped the kick drum, and we dropped it, and it was like. It was like a hip hop
Yeah.
sample. All of a sudden, it was like, "Oh, this is gonna be good." And then we wrote it for a while, and it was like, people, old ladies were falling out.
Oh, that's my
like-
shit.
It was so
Who's the
good.
MD? Do I know him?
Corey Parrish,
I don't think I know him.
really talented.
You never
really
seen
great worship
those?
leader, yeah.
You never seen those meme videos on YouTube, like the compilations, like the different type of like church band players. And it's got,
Oh,
they got
yeah,
one for
yeah,
like
yeah.
the keys, they got one for
Oh,
the
yeah,
bass,
that's
they got
that-
one for the
that-
drummers. Like church drummers be like
Yeah.
like the Sunday casual. They're like the expert.
Where's your church located?
Like I think it's Shelltown. It's like south of the 94 on 28th.
Hell yeah.
And
Does-
Louis plays guitar, Red plays drums, and Corey Parrish on.
No,
Okay.
how are the acoustics there? Because remember Tim's wedding? That
was amazing.
dude,
Yeah, you weren't there. 'cause
No,
you
weren't.
were in
but that
New
was like
Zealand or
that was
Australia.
top of the line,
dude.
stuff. I really
it was the best
wish I
concert
could've
I've
been
ever
there.
been to. Like
good,
serious,
yeah.
hands down, dude.
Yeah, no,
hands down.
They're
That's so
amazing. Yeah.
Well, you had Noah as MD, and Noah's a monster. So
Yeah, he's the guy for
Yeah.
sure. This one, I don't know what it sounds like in the house, but it's pretty bumping.
he's got his in ears.
I'm in ears, and
yeah.
I'm locked in a little like small like.
Yeah, the plexiglass.
Well, then,
There's play. I'm
Yeah.
I'm next to the drummer, and
okay.
then Louis and the keyboard player on the other
all
side.
right. So then it's time. Yeah, we got to go so we can be in the crowd and we can give you the.
I'm like walking around
Yeah.
and be like, no, we got to turn this part.
This one up. This
So
one up.
you can barely even see me, like because I'm like in a little corner, which is kind
Oh,
of
no
nice.
wonder you get away with like watching shit.
Nah.
Yeah, like that's why
allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. Because I wonder if like pastor ever like turns around and is like, "Can you get off your phone, motherfucker?"
Like, bro, you're
No,
connected to
everybody's
the
on the
house.
phone. Everybody's just like,
Oh, Louis is always on his phone.
yeah.
imagine if you're in the house Bluetooth and then you're you get a text message from our group chat and something.
I always make sure that as soon as it gets loud, then I go and I turn the volume on so I could turn it all the way down.
Yeah.
And make
Yes.
sure that I have no volume.
Yes,
Because otherwise, like if I'm watching like Ukrainian
Yeah, you
civil
don't wanna
war
see
going on right now.
Some lady getting shot in the face.
Well, now we know what he was watching earlier.
I know.
Oh man, it's,
No
it's
babushkas
crazy.
crying like.
So crazy.
So what do you think? WW3 or what?
Nah,
I actually don't think so either.
I don't think so. I think the narrative is not going to line up for them to push this hard. I feel like it is the Biden family's war. Like they're going to make the big bucks off of it because
Right.
Hunter was already there
Yeah.
before.
My question is, will this?
You don't even let him finish, motherfucker.
That's all right.
Because my thing is like, is this just a delay for the civil war that we're supposed to be expecting here that everyone's talking about? Or is this just more fuel to the fire?
I feel like this actually is uniting this country.
That's the plan. That's the democratic way.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, because when there's a foreign war and it makes it look bad, like there's like a genocide kind of thing happening, then this country is like, yeah, let's stand together all of a sudden. You know, we're Americans. All of us are Americans.
You know what I thought about the other day? I was talking to my brother. I was like, first of all, they don't want to draft me,
Why not?
but I'll fight, dude.
Because your knees?
I'll fight because I got poor genetics, you know. But like, if I were to be drafted, I was just like, yeah, man, like let's do it. You know, whatever. If this is the end, like it's the end for me. But then you think about it, and it kind of lately I've been on more of a American nationalistic kind of
Okay. That's
vibe.
your brother, huh?
kind of sort of, but it's more like just appreciating the way we do things in this country.
Okay.
Once again, learning to appreciate it again. So I was like, man, I'll go fight for this motherfucker. I'll go fight for y'all. Shit. If I die, I die. Whatever.
What do you want to be on the ground? Do you want to be behind?
I don't want to be anywhere near it, but if I had to, then
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what I mean. Like, what do you want to be?
I don't know, dog. That was from my childhood dreams. I wanted to be a soldier, like
Okay.
straight up.
Belong in the air.
Yeah, if you, like, I don't know if I could be in the air, although that seems really bitching too. I think I'd probably end up just being a grunt on the ground somewhere.
Imagine if it was like
What do you think you would be?
I'd be a seaman, or
You can't swim.
what do you mean I can't swim?
You got so insulted.
No, but yeah, I'd be a seaman or
How's your breaststroke?
Yeah.
it's pretty solid. All right, I got a pretty solid butterfly.
There you go.
Yeah, but no, that or I don't know, Air Force, like behind like in Nevada, you know, like in a little like tin like little room, just playing a
Right.
video game.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's Diego.
I know a guy. Yeah, Diego's there for sure.
Diego's there for sure.
I know a guy that does that, and he lives in Bogota now.
Oh,
And now he's out. He's already did his time, but he's like a private contractor now, and he just straight up
Blackwater shit.
joystick like. It's pretty
creepy.
crazy. He
Have you
makes
been
a
on-
lot of money?
I was about to say,
Oh, yeah.
Balling.
Oh, sure.
have you been on the narco footage subreddit?
Yeah.
There's this
Obsessed with that.
there's this one that it's like a drone video, like it's like from the drone and they're dropping fucking bombs.
Just straight
dude.
bomb, just
Yeah.
decimating
Yeah, dude.
houses
Oh my,
and
like-
buildings.
Yeah, I don't even see that.
It's
I don't like it.
The nuclear warfare thing,
is more of a
It's
threat.
pronounced nuclear.
Nuclear.
knock on wood, is not going to happen, but it's a great way to scare people and
Box cards.
herd the you know the
sheep.
the
Yeah.
cattle, whatever. Like be like, everybody keeps going. There's nukes are on the table. I'm like, come on, dog. Nukes are always on every single time.
Yeah.
Iraq,
Yeah.
Iran. I thought we were going. We were going to go at it
Korea.
with Iran. Yeah, I thought we were going to go at it with Iran a couple weeks back. I mean, a couple
Months ago.
months back.
Yeah.
And then that blew over. Haven't heard any of that. Then I watched this whole thing on how
They
many.
attacked Joe Rogan, so you got
They
distracted.
got
for a little
distracted,
bit.
yeah.
Oh, dude, Joe Rogan, that guy. And so I feel like we're not going to get involved because the new narrative is like non-interventionist.
Well, the thing is,
Well, that was whole Biden's campaign.
yeah, but also like it took us a while to get involved in the 2 world wars previously. So I don't see this country rushing right into it either.
Did you watch the new Kingsman movie?
No, is it good?
It's pretty good, and it kind of has to do with all that. I think it's like World War One.
Okay.
I gotta look into it. Where can you watch?
It's on
Amazon, no? Or no?
Amazon or Hulu or one of those.
One of them, we'll find it.
Yeah.
But that's kind of nuts because I remember when like my dad, when I was growing up, and I got the selected services thing in the mail, and
Oh yeah, I remember that.
my dad was like, "You got to do it, man," and I was like, "Okay, like that's like I'm pretty sure I don't."
Yeah.
And then I did the whole like I'm like the only male in my family, so I have to carry the
I did that
name.
too.
And
I'm not, so fuck you guys.
yeah, so and then I remember my dad was giving me a talk that during like when the Gulf War was happening, that they were like drafting people or they were like looking for volunteers,
Yeah.
and that my dad and my uncles were like, I mean, we could go to solidify our citizenship, or we can just not
Keep doing what we're doing.
keep doing what we're doing. So they ran back to Mexico. And
I ain't fighting for your war. Those, I mean,
I'm a
we've
pussy. I can't
literally
fight.
been at war forever.
Because it makes money,
Always
dude.
been
Yeah, War is a racket. Smedley Butler.
Yeah, man.
It makes money.
So I just feel like this thing is. It's sad to say that it's gonna blow over soon because there's people that are definitely getting fucking whacked right now.
Yeah. Honestly, though,
Did you see the video I sent you guys of the bodies burning?
Yeah.
no, that was that this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I chose to watch Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage.
It's pretty good, huh?
The action
corny,
sequences,
yeah,
but
it's
it was,
corny.
yeah, the action, yes, I chose to watch that.
I saw John Wick 3 this morning.
Okay, so we all, well,
We all had an action morning.
yeah, action
Yeah,
packed.
mine was
His was
like-
real, though.
Yeah.
I wish
It was
mine
action.
were.
You telling me John Wick ain't real?
That's pretty real.
The first John Wick is the bomb. John
Yeah.
Wick.
That's
but-
the only one I've seen.
That one's the
Honestly, like,
Baba Yaga.
yeah. Movies that like have a lot of sequels usually tend to suck, but these tend to stay entertaining.
Back to the Future. Fuck you.
Yeah, man.
I said not. There's outliers. There's
some
outliers. All right, like 22 Jump Street, I think is funnier than 21.
Never saw it.
Gotta give yourself a
Didn't
chance.
They're both pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Why? Because you don't like Channing's Tatum?
I don't like Channing or Jonah Hill.
Really? You don't like Jonah Hill? Is it because of the recent stuff that he came out with? Like,
But not even before that. Like I just
really?
kind of not. I liked him super bad. That was about it.
No, what about This Is the End?
He was pretty good in this. The end. Only this the
Where you get raped.
shadow rape sequence was pretty good.
He's like, I really enjoyed that. 'Cause I don't like that
Well,
guy.
it was just like his like
wanna know
Exorcist was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Is it really compelling?
Yeah.
Compelling? Like he was just like
I really want to know what you don't like because I think he's actually great.
I hate him.
Yeah.
But in Superbad,
Did he fuck your ex?
Brilliant.
Yeah, what's going on, man? Like,
if you're
like, you don't like his
listening-
work is
if
one
you're
thing.
listening, fuck you. I kind of don't like that. It's weird because I do like certain actors from that whole. Like I like Seth Rogen a lot,
Right.
but Jonah Hill just kind of is not my guy.
Really?
Especially when he started doing like the other ones, the gun runner one, the
War
War
Dogs.
Dogs.
War Dog. Yeah, I didn't
I
like
kind of
him.
like War Dogs, dude.
I like
thought it-
War Dogs.
I thought it was a good movie.
I liked him as
Or
the assistant.
Moneyball?
I liked him as the assistant in Moneyball. That was
What
pretty
about
good.
Wolf of Wall Street?
I thought that was pretty good.
I didn't
dude.
care for him in that.
Well, he's not the main character,
Right.
But he does play a good supporting
Also,
character
not
role.
the main character in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, but funny.
I don't even remember his part in that.
I don't remember. His
Yeah,
part
he's like
in
the server at the restaurant. And he's like in love with Aldous Snow, Russell Brand's character. Like obsessed with him. Even like tries to give him a CD that he
that.
recorded.
Wait, Aldous Snow?
That's his name, Aldous Snow.
But that's also his name in Get Him to the Greek, isn't it?
Yeah, because I think it's based off.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
Wait, wait.
just made that connection
Which
right
one?
now.
Oh,
Get him to the Greek.
forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah, and also
Same-
Get Him to the Greek.
same
Jonah
character.
Hill's in it, but it's not the same. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the assistant in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
What if it is the same person?
Watch, let's go.
Yeah, Judd Apatow movies and all that stuff is kind of not my bag either. Although I
Really?
like them, but they're not really my bag.
Diego and I were talking how we saw him at the
Yeah.
Comedy Store.
See? Aldous
yeah.
Snow. So, wait. I didn't know this about you. So, you do like Superbad or you don't?
I love it.
Okay. What about what is another? Oh, 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Oh yeah,
I
Really?
didn't really care for that movie.
Really? That's super quotable.
I actually love that movie because of how and when and who I saw it with.
How, when, who you saw it with? How did you see it with them?
I saw it with my grandma, my mom,
Oh
and my
my
aunties
God.
visiting from Mazatlan.
That's pretty cool.
Why?
Was it, wait, was it overdubbed in Spanish?
No, it was
Good,
subtitled.
because I would hate for those type of movies to
Yeah.
be overdubbed. in
I don't think it
Spanish.
would land at all.
And I just remember like seeing like my grandma so shy to laugh at like all the scenes because it's like at one point like break character grandma like
Right.
Yeah, just
there's no shame, like just laugh.
That's hilarious, dude.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like those movies, but there's certain characters that I really don't care too much for.
You like Pineapple Express.
I like Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Like I said, I like Seth Rogen.
Right.
He's pretty fucking funny. Like, cause
You guys like Step Brothers, right?
yeah, I like Step
like
Brothers.
That's
Step
funny.
Brothers.
I didn't care for Step Brothers.
Really?
Yeah, I've only seen it twice, and the first time I saw it, I was like, this does nothing for me. And then it was recently, and I mean like 5 months ago.
John C. Reilly's like one of my favorites.
I know he is. Yeah.
Step Brothers for me is
And Danny
significant
McBride.
because it was like the peak of like my friendship in high school with like all the boys. See, like I like the way I treat movies and music is like about my connections that I have with, like, I listen to a song and I could tell you where I was and who I was with. You know what I mean? And like, I don't know.
That's pretty gay. What?
You
Yeah.
have some pretty profound memories. Mine are pretty shitty.
Yeah. Well, I lived a good life.
Dude, I'm getting old. I'm not, it's like memories like slip for me. Hardcore already. Like,
We got to get you some nootropics. And
Yeah,
you gotta
like-
take care of that brain, buddy.
like straight up.
I fucking shroom tech and mule.
You might have
I-
got choked out maybe two
I
times.
feel
you know?
I feel like Top Dog, rest in peace.
Oh man, rest in peace, Top Dog.
Because he's like, fuck Steve. I got all the friends I need. Like straight
No,
up.
but it's all the memories though. It's like it's the good times. It's all we live for.
I have great memories, but I guess I don't access them enough, and I need to kind of.
Reflect.
I need to reflect, to be more grateful sometimes, because a lot of friendships and stuff like that are based
Right.
off of memories. So.
So I recently, I've been talking about like all the good memories and everything, but I've been having a just severe download of all the cringiest moments of my life. Where like there's moments where I'm driving and it's like, why the fuck did you say that to that person? Like it'd be easier if I just slam it to the tree, like you know, like
So bad.
and you like realize, or you want to realize that they probably never think of that moment.
Oh no.
But if they do, then that's what has me on edge. That's what has me
Give him
looking
a call. Hey, remember that one time?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't? Well, let me tell you what happened.
It's been 15 years that I've been wanting to get this off my chest.
A friend of mine was telling me recently that she had a friend who they, like, had fallen out, but not like on bad terms, just hadn't talked in a long time.
Yeah.
And her friend sent her a message like on Facebook Messenger or something and goes, "Hey, I just want you to know, like, if I was ever a bad friend or anything, I feel, I apologize
Yeah.
or whatever. I know we haven't talked much and it's not for any bad reason or anything, but, I just wanted to reach out." So my homegirl messages her back and goes, "No, you've been cool. Like, I think you've always been great and whatever. Like, like, I don't have any sort of bad feelings towards you or anything." And she goes, "Okay, because I think you've been a shitty friend."
Oh!
She got baited into
Yeah.
it. And I was like,
I was sort of going with that. I was like, there's this trick up her
Women hate
sleeve.
each other.
Yeah.
did you give into it? Did you like reach out or did you
Yeah.
apologize again or whatever? She was like, I can't remember what her response was, but my response, because I was eager to tell her, my response was like, I would have just liked that. I would just give her a thumbs up and been like,
Heart.
LOL. LOL.
LMAO.
Yeah.
Shucks. Hit him with the shucks.
Tisk.
Dude, that brings me into like this reflecting thing, because a fan of the show reached out, and I don't know what episode you heard last, because I remember you did. Was it just the Nick
was
one?
the Nick one, yeah.
Okay, so we did one. I think maybe a week or two after that, the discussed anxiety. And,
Oh, at my house. Yeah.
yeah. And some of the cutting edge treatments for that are like ayahuasca
Psilocybin.
things, psilocybin, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. So it's been your interest as well to do an ayahuasca thing, right? Like a purge.
Yes, but not for maybe the reasons that.
I was reached out to, right? Like
Yeah,
So the
like-
reasons I was reached out to was like, hey, maybe this ayahuasca thing can like purge some of this anxiety, right? But your reason, sorry.
Tell
For
us
the
your
sake-
deepest, darkest reasons.
For the sake of science.
That's real. That's just, really.
Because I don't.
That's totally not your take.
Because to be honest, after that one time that I shroomed out and
Yeah.
I cried for 3 hours straight, like it helped me. Like there was a moment afterwards where I was like, this is what I've been afraid of this whole time. You know what I mean? Like
That's it?
like that's it.
Yeah.
And like I
Why
remember
do you
like
guys both have stigmata on your fucking... You guys both chewing on your
But I always
hands?
have.
oh, this is actually from judo
This.
because of the gi. Like
Show the
that-
camera. These Catholics have stigmata.
Catholics.
But
No, yeah,
this ties in perfect. These are because of anxiety.
no, this is all from judo.
Lucky you, motherfucker.
Yeah. Like
You want to
so
try
yes,
it?
so I remember like afterwards, and I called my sister, and I was like, "Hey, like I don't
Sorry,
know."
I've been a bad brother.
No. But it was one of those like like I feel like I died and was born again.
Yes.
And that's why like when you told me about the fan that reached out, like it'd be like cool because I feel like I can tackle anxiety a little bit better now instead of like trying to just suffocate it.
Oh yeah.
Right. So then you already had your breakthrough moment, so you don't need it for that.
That's
'Cause
why
you
I'm
already-
like,
Yeah, yeah.
so for the sake of science.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I want his experience.
exploration and experimenting is. I think it's fucking good. I think it's healthy. I think we should be able to do that shit. I kind of like Graham Hancock's take on it that you should be able to put your body through whatever state of mind, whatever state of consciousness you want. It's your body. It's a sovereign being. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be able to do this stuff. Of course, there's laws and regulations, and with that came like all these social stigmas against that stuff. But that's really only because of the laws and regulations. That
So
that made it.
another, or I guess like the main factor of why I'm like so propelled to just do it, just to do it, is because like I want to lose my fear of it as well. Like,
So you want to do more drugs?
yeah, no. So it's like,
Like that's what
You
I
want to do
heard.
some heroin?
no.
I want to
'cause-
do some heroin.
No, I don't. But like,
See, what the fuck is the difference, dude? What,
I know,
what are you
I
talking
know.
about? What's the difference between heroin and ayahuasca?
the thing is, like, I don't see myself.
Dude, you are going to love it.
No, like, cause
Haven't you been on
1,000
morphine?
orgasms.
Haven't you been on morphine before?
no, never.
Oh, dude, you are going to love it.
Like, it's just I've never been curious for it, and like, I guess that's like the best excuse I have.
You want to talk about like quelling fear and anxiety? Dude, once that hits, you're just
Oh, you melt. Yeah,
Meth? You don't want to try meth?
I did Adderall once in college.
Not the same, but it's pretty close, yeah. Tastes the same.
I don't remember having a taste.
Oh, you just did a pill?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, did you just snort it? Like,
it's fucking. That's
it's like rapid delivery, dog, straight to the brain.
up the
right
fanny,
there,
buddy.
I've like, so first of all, like I
Boof it.
yeah, everyone's
boof
boofing shit. No, but first of all, like I've always been so afraid of just drugs.
Yeah, you talked about that.
marijuana
Well,
and
you
mushrooms
take
is literally
fucking Tylenol and fucking all kinds of other
Not
stuff.
really.
No, you didn't grow up with that stuff?
no. My mom was
Mom
always
had herbs and all
yeah.
that.
My
You
mom was a
have-
hippie.
You
dude.
have the Mexican fucking vaccine
No.
mark?
So my mom was my mom was like an anti-vaxxer during the 90s.
Ooh, hot take.
And because like she started reading all these because you have to keep in mind, like we were relocated in Washington. And so my mom was around all these white people,
Right.
and they're like feeding her all this information. She was like, well, if all these people are saying it, maybe they got a point. And then
Liberals.
huh?
Fucking liberals.
Yeah, exactly. So I just remember
Let's fire you up now.
yeah, so I just remember like my mom like taking me down to Mexico, and my grandma would be like, no, we got to see him to like the family doctor, you know, like he's got to get the mark.
The shaman.
The mark of the beast.
Yeah,
dog.
and then my mom was like, I don't know. So I remember I got all my vaccines late, like
How
or
old?
not late, but like a year or maybe that it took my mom to decide.
So you definitely got HPV.
No, because I got my HPV vaccines at 15.
Yeah, that's a relatively new one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I got
You're
my.
not one of the chosen few then, I guess, bro.
I got.
Sorry.
I got my.
We have that shit in spades, dude.
You want some?
Isn't the statistics like 1 in 3?
It's, I don't know.
You guys are supposed to do Spider-Man.
Oh,
with
the
me.
Spider-Man.
No, I don't got any like warts on my dick or anything, or like skin tags.
Prove it.
Prove it. I see your fucking hand, dog.
That's not a wart, dude. That's a scab.
Y'all see that shit. That's funny as fuck.
I do remember one of my homies.
No.
Oh.
We can't derail from the ayahuasca thing.
Oh,
All I hear
ayahuasca.
is-
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So
Oh, don't get upset.
no. It's just like I had a story brewing. That's why. No,
Write
but
it down, bitch.
Put a
You get too
little pin in
excited.
it. So you just want to try it to see what it's all about.
Pretty
That's
much.
kind of what I
Pretty
kind of
much.
take from it, which I think is fucking amazing. You should. You should try everything you want to try. In
You got
life.
me all self-conscious about this now.
I'm just fucking.
But
Yeah.
Fucking with you.
what's the reason you want?
Like
'Cause
the
you've never
learning
done it-
experience.
I
Like I
haven't
know
done-
there's gonna be a learning experience, but that's like it's
like
second.
some people want to jump out of a fucking plane with a parachute on.
I did that.
I think it's the same thing. It's like just that
a thrill.
choice to experience something in your life where, like, yeah, it's a medicine. There's this really beautiful tradition that's honestly been lost for a long time.
It's been watered down now.
It's been watered down and commercialized, which is whatever the fuck.
It's actually what we talked about the previous episode.
I think it was commercialized even back then.
Probably.
The experience, the holy experience, the near-death experience has been commercialized. This used to be something that you used to go seek out. It was esoteric. It was like behind fucking curtains.
Can I ask you just a quick question? Because we talked about this. Because I remember growing up, because across the street from me, there was like the peyote shamans and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when I turned 15, he was like, hey, he's of age. Like, I want to take him on a spiritual journey. My dad's like, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
And
he doesn't need a spiritual awakening.
But all right.
I am his spiritual awakening.
But what I remember is that they were telling me, it was like, you don't take it. Like, we take it. Like, the shaman takes it, and we're the one that connects to the spirit world to guide you. Yeah. Like, for me, it was like only until like Maria Sabina that like Westerners were like, no, like I want that. Like I want to see what you see, and that's where I feel like it started getting lost, because there was a hierarchy of like, this is the appointed religious person that like is obviously the one that's able to connect to them.
The royal food tester, dog. That's who it was.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or the village, like, eat this, see if we die person.
Yeah, pretty much.
Village Charlie.
Yeah,
Village Charlie. Exactly. I think that cool. Mm-hmm. That's what it once was, but it's not that anymore.
So does that tie into you thinking it's watered down now? If that's what it was,
I don't think it's watered down. I just think it's
the
not.
experience is the same.
I think people want to be cool, and people want to be like, no. I do the drugs. Right. I see the cool shit, and then you believe everything I say afterwards.
Yeah.
He's more of a distrust of the shaman or whatever. But yeah, he's like,
for sure.
Fuck this guy.
So do you believe in the shaman?
When I meet a certain person that I choose to believe, or that I feel is like not being disingenuous with their recollection of what happened there. I've had plenty of fucking trips and done drugs, and even had experiences that I can't even recall perfectly. Mm. So how is it that your experience was so much more profound than mine could ever be?
Yeah.
Why? Because you have more practice at it? Maybe. I doubt it. Mm-hmm. I doubt it. You can't tell me what my experience. I can't tell you what yours is. When people share certain experiences, and you're like, that was just like mine. Then it's like, there's something there. Cool. Mm-hmm. There's something good. When somebody says that ayahuasca can help you with this or that, sure it can. I'm sure it fucking can. You know what else can? Fucking, benzodiazepines. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that shit is a drug, and it's strong, and it allows you to be more present than maybe the other stuff is. But
you get fat on it, dude. From what I understand.
I mean, and I think that certain people really can benefit. Certain people we know can really benefit from going on these things. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about it because they're all drugs, anyways. At the end of the fucking day,
you sound like Carl Hart, Dr. Carl Hart.
Oh man, he's cool. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
But
I like to when he talks.
Yeah, I just think that I don't even like when motherfuckers tell me, you gotta go watch the new Carnage movie, dog.
Hey, man.
Not you. I watched it. I liked it. But I'm just using that as an example. Yeah. Like, if somebody overhypes something,
right? Yeah, you're already
I won't ever listen to it.
Yeah.
I won't ever watch the movie. I won't try the food.
That's why I haven't watched Game of Thrones.
I've never seen Game of Thrones. I've never seen Breaking Bad either.
Breaking Bad's good.
Everybody hates it.
Let's club them. Let's beat them over the head right now. But I think that you should be able to experiment with this stuff in the right environment whenever you want. That's what I like about Carl Hart and about Graham, the way they talk about it, because it's like, it's your own body. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be able, it's your own mind. You should be able to try to expand your mind. Why is it that you're allowed to, go to school every day and you're not allowed to not go to school every day? Because it's a fucking rule that says that you're going to be better. What do I remember from fucking school?
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. That's what I remember. Yeah,
ATP.
Yeah.
I remember.
I learned about the motherfucking preamble. Dude.
Schoolhouse Rock. That's Schoolhouse Rock.
Just a pill on Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
But I just think that, like, cool. Those are all really good things, and let's enforce like what will make society and life and community a better place. But I also think that I learned more, and we all know this, from traveling and meeting people than I ever could being locked in a classroom with the same fucking 30 people and one teacher who is unfortunately underpaid and probably unmotivated and probably on benzodiazepines.
Yep.
Because I remember those teachers. I was remembering last night, I don't know why, my same friends, Robbie Landeros, this other guy named Black Bows, rest in peace too, Jonathan Becerra, and Efren Zambrano, they would go, everything was like wrestling and
Yeah.
punk music and whatever the fuck, you know? But there was this teacher. He was like this he looked really tall back in the day, kind of overweight.
The Benzos.
And he would always wear slacks and he had the meanest bulge. Huge.
That's not it.
I was not expecting that.
Let me tell you right now. It was like a fucking volleyball.
Oh, shit.
Like possibly elephantitis if I think of it now. But we used to laugh at it so much, and we called him Mr. Socko because we said that he had socks stuck in there. But like Mr. Socko from wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling.
So we'd call him Mr. Socko. And we would laugh so hard because he didn't know what we were talking about.
Right.
Like, that's Mr. Socko right there. And he didn't, nobody knew what we were talking about. We're like, this guy's walking around. And we're little kids, and we were like, this is awkward, man. Like, why is this dude showing this shit off? He'd come up next to you, and there'd just be like a bulge before he got into the picture. And you're like, what the fuck?
He's like, it's probably elephantitis.
I met a guy recently in Florida. He's like a sound guy at he's a bartender.
Of course, it's Florida.
Dude had elephantitis on one of his balls, and it was like a fucking softball. Poor fucking guy.
Why don't you just get that removed?
I don't know. I think some cats like to have.
One big ball?
I don't know.
Like, I'd like a little evenness in my...
Or we just merge into one massive game.
Jesus.
like a bowling ball.
Dude, that's the weight. Mr. Socko was like, I swear to God, like, I remember it being like a volleyball. Like, that was his bulge. It was like he was fat, so it was probably part of like his fupa and everything.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Because remember that meme that
But we were kids and we saw it, so it was fucked up.
So
like, that thing is amazing.
Remember that meme? I forget who sent it, but it was like, you know, like a chubby girl has like, you know, like the big ass fupas. Like when I was a kid, I used to think that was all pussy.
Hell yeah.
Like, damn.
The bigger the fupa, the tastier the chalupa.
It's like, damn, look at the monkey on her, dog.
Yeah, dude, go do some drugs, man.
Yeah.
Do all of them. Fuck it.
So back to the fan. He offered.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to get into because his commentary was more of like you doing the drugs, but I wanted to know what his experience, the experience that he seeks. Like, what is the experience you're seeking from an ayahuasca tree?
But you guys have done DMT. It's like the same thing, isn't it?
It's different.
It's not as intense. Well, I guess it depends on what your session is like. Like, you can have really crazy intense ones, but the classic way of doing it would always involve much more of a purge and like the vomiting and the feeling of dying and coming back to life, and the ego death is really, which is fucking great. I've had those too. Those are bomb. But the like the DMT pen is like so light and just fast, 5 seconds, and all of a sudden you're just like in La La Land. And there's really amazing things that you see.
Yeah.
And I've had some great realizations just with that thing. I have a buddy of mine who's been trying to get me to do a bufo ceremony, a 5-MeO DMT.
Yeah, the frog.
The frog.
The toad, I mean.
Or the toad, yeah. And I'm super down. He's like, it lasts probably like 40 minutes or something like that. And I was like, I'm going to be like on the floor, like writhing around like a snake or something. He's like, no, there's like a sound healing going on. You know, they got like nice.
You get lost, yeah.
I was like, that's pretty cool. He said it lowers your like rate of being alive, or your percentage to 5%. He said, like, he goes like, it's like the only bodily function you have is like remembering to breathe once in a while.
Whoa, but that's
It's like you're almost dead.
Why the fuck would you want that?
that's what do they call those? That's an involuntary thing. The involuntary thing.
Yeah, so
it's like stopping your breathing. Then you have to actually like
you take a breath, and then all of a sudden you're gone. But these intervals could be, who knows? Maybe those intervals are like fucking 5 milliseconds long. Maybe they're 15 seconds intervals.
Right. Yeah.
You don't fucking know.
And they may not either if they're fucked up too.
That's kind of bitching.
You know what? I'm gonna drink.
Hey, give me one, yeah?
If there's any left.
Porfa.
I have rum. Why is all the rum going? I'll bring the rum.
There's a box right there.
There's a box right here. You know what? It's in my face, Omar.
It's written all over your face. Oh. Gracias. Thank you for sharing these with me. I should have brought something. Hold on, let me finish that. It's a little warm. It's a little warm.
He actually bought them.
Thank you for these.
This looks nice.
It's for the house. It's the house. What's in the house is from the house.
You're like, think about it. If you would have told your pops, my pops doesn't really drink anymore. If I would have
My
told him
guy's been drinking non-alcoholic beer. I just realized that. Holy shit.
that's my
Hitting
boy's
the
on
sauce,
it too.
he was hitting the sauce pretty hard after retiring.
yeah.
If I would have told my pops drink kombucha, he'd be like,
Yeah.
"¿Qué chingados es eso?" Nah, for what?
What is it?
Find a reason not to like it.
Right. That's
And
a
in
dad
reality,
thing, dude.
it's the same goddamn thing.
Same shit. I'm brewing beer right now, and I realize it's the same shit, dude. It's just bacteria
different-
farts.
Yeah,
This
it's
looks
bacteria
delicious. Have you had this one? This looks delicious.
I'm about to have it right now.
I love blood orange, and then the next
I've
one
had
is
that
grapefruit
one.
Paloma. Oh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm on? I'm on Cut Waters, and I look for the strongest ones. The Mai Tai is like 12.9%.
What?
In a can like this. It's like 12 flat ounces, and you're fucking...
They sell
Two of
those
them?
at the ball game. At the
So
Petco.
People are fighting like a motherfucker, huh?
Oh well, dude. Not only that, but like price wise, what they sell those things for is like ridiculous.
Like what, like $25 or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
I just realized that I feel better when I drink this.
Alcohol, bro. Oh, you mean because like you're like, oh, I'm drinking something healthy?
Exactly. It's like
There's nothing healthy. about
exactly, you know, but like because of the good marketing that it
Yeah.
has, it's like, you know what?
There's
like,
probiotics.
There's
in this or something.
probiotics. Yeah, I need those, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
that. Brew honest alcohol for a healthier planet. Are you trying to get a sponsorship with this thing?
June Shine, reach out. we actually only drink June Shine.
we kind of do actually.
Bullshit. Let me ruin it for you guys. This is bullshit right here.
Who gives a
Hey,
fuck?
dude, that's a sponsor,
I
man.
know, dude. June Shine, he doesn't mean that.
You ain't sponsor me, motherfucker. I've been drinking mad seltzers, like the worst. I found out
I drank one with you the other day.
I found out that the
What's the alcohol in the seltzers?
White Claw makes one that's 8%.
But what's the alcohol in the seltzers? Is it
This
vodka?
This is
or-
the research he's doing.
Dude, I'm
It's just a
I'm
grain
going for
alcohol.
I'm trying to find the hardest shit that I could find.
yeah, 151.
I used to do that kind of shit.
That
too.
shit does burn.
Yeah, I used to
whole
do
bunch.
the blue Smirnoff one too. That was like pretty tough. The 80 proof or
Some
100
legit
proof.
moonshine too. That'll fuck.
I was about to say,
I'll fuck you up.
I remember in 2000, whatever, in the teens, for one of Hecky's birthdays, they gave him a bottle of moonshine from like when he went on tour, I think.
It was hooch.
No. I've never had hooch.
You don't want hooch.
I've had a
It
variation
tastes like
of it.
this, motherfucker.
No, not the hooch I had because it was made with Purell. But
I've tasted that stuff too. Though.
no. So this
Listerine.
motherfucker, this guy I worked with, he's like, oh, you put salt in the Purell and it separates the lotion from the alcohol, and then you just pass it through cheesecloth and coffee strainers, and then you just have just the alcohol, no scent or whatever. You had orange juice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember I gave it a sip, but I was like, I'm never doing this again.
It's cool. I mean,
Yeah, you're talking to this guy. He's like everything. Like, literally everything's on
yeah,
the table.
like I'll try everything once.
Have you snorted pepper?
Line it up, dog.
Wait, there's a video of a guy that puts a California Reaper
Oh,
or
no,
Carolina
I-
Reaper
yeah,
in a bong,
yeah,
and he tries to
oh
smoke it, and he
God.
like throws up.
He would fucking destroy his lungs, dude.
Fucking horrible, but entertaining at the same time.
Yeah, I just read a thing this morning. Speaking of like doing crazy shit, that Johnny Knoxville turned down an offer from SNL back in the day. He was offered like a recurring thing on SNL, and he turned it down so he could make Jackass.
Fucking
Long
G.
live the king.
What a G. God, that guy. Those guys they're masochists,
Yeah, they're wild as fuck.
and
enjoy
America
it.
embraced it, like full embrace.
Oh, yeah.
Masochist. Yeah, self-sabotage.
But it's slapstick comedy to a whole nother fucking level.
Yeah, it's real shit.
Because think
Did you
about
see the
it,
new
like
one?
as no,
I haven't
not
seen
yet.
it. I wanna watch
Everyone says it's hilarious.
I heard
though.
that it's really good. Yeah,
Oh, great.
But yeah,
that's
so
why I haven't gotten to
so
watch it. Or
so tying it back to John Wick in a way, the reason, like, if you notice, like, you laugh at most of the deaths. Well, I laugh at most of the deaths because it's like in a slapstick comedy way. It's like so fucking
Right.
absurd, dude.
but it's awesome. The first one is like his technique and everything is
Yeah.
like,
yeah, but then it becomes like, oh, you just killed another guy, like, you know, like
Yeah.
yeah, like you laugh,
video game.
laugh
Yeah,
at the way
exactly.
fools get killed. Yeah, that's why you got to watch that video I sent you guys. Can we just watch it right now together?
the one of the bodies burning.
Yes.
Why?
Put it on.
All right, put it on.
It's on Poontang?
No, yeah, it's in our chat.
Hold on.
This is like,
I don't like
Can we talk for a minute?
That's
girl,
the, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Want to know you're
sick.
Send
Tevin
it,
Campbell?
yeah, send it to me again. So
Was it Tevin? Telvin?
send it to me again, so I don't have to.
It-
open. Yeah, it's Tevin's Campbell.
Am I sending it to you personally or?
Yeah, just send it to him personally.
Okay, so oh man, I totally lost my train of thought.
Enter the poon. You like that? You like that new banner I put for a group chat?
Yes.
More than comrades.
More than comrades.
You guys didn't like my video here?
Oh, dude, it was fucking hilarious.
Dude, I saw that too and I was like, oh my goodness, that's Hey, he unrolls it first. I feel like I'm related to that guy. All right, dude, I sent it.
Like how I'm related to Genghis Khan.
Do you like my selfie from church? That guy's ass cheeks are out.
Dude.
His clothes burned off. Look at the color of the skin, dude.
Yeah, again, I've been on narco footage way too much, dude.
Yeah, like this is not as graphic
wild.
as those. The part that really, because I was looking at it, I was like, damn, that looks horrible. The part that really got me was when they're like taking the gear, stripping the gear off of the guy. They're like, oh yeah,
Hey,
need,
dude, so
I need this.
there's a game called Escape from Tarkov, and it's all about being a rat, dude. You
Yeah,
kill
yeah.
people and then you just take all their shit, dude.
This looks like they got hit by they probably ran over like a mortar.
That
I mean,
looks fake.
Kinda,
So
dude.
wild.
Well, the body's been dead for a while, it looks like.
look at this.
Yeah, dude.
Look at this body. Look at the hand. How it's not moving. Like
Yeah.
that's like full rigor mortis right there. You know. And they're like, yeah, I could use this. I could use that part.
I remember being a 10-year-old kid and seeing a pit bull on fire.
Oh man, me too, Cat. My
Cat doesn't
someone
bother
I
me as
knew,
much. Sorry.
well, may or may not be related to, lit a cat on fire and it ran around until its head fell off.
Yeah, it's dude, like third world countries, everyone. Well, you didn't grow up in a third world country.
No, I honestly might as well.
Developing nation.
These I hear some people popping off caps. I wonder if they're like mercy killing people in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like these guys are like commandos for sure. You
Yeah.
know, you see the gear they're wearing,
Yeah.
and they're like taking food. Like there's
Again,
some
this
food
is
right
exactly like Escape from Tarkov. There's a lot of videos of like Russian troops holding up like shops for food because there's shortages, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I saw a video of a old man punching a Russian soldier in the face.
and then he got lit up.
Yeah, so that's kind of like when I see that now, I'm not as I guess ever since I watched the
desensitized.
first beheading video, that one really got me.
We were talking about this. Like, I remember being in high school and those were
Yeah.
hot, dude. Like Los Zetas videos
Yeah.
and shit.
I saw one like not too long ago of a young kid. He couldn't have even been 18, just getting capped to death by a guy, and the guy's like filming it with his phone. You see his nice gun, and he's like, esto es lo que le pasa a los ratas. This is what happens to rats, and he's just like, and the kid's just like, and he just keeps popping them, and you just see instant bullet holes, and then just like tiny
Yeah.
little leak.
How
of
are
blood.
you seeing this?
Reddit.
No, he doesn't do Reddit.
Telegram? I don't have any of that stuff, but
Yeah.
people send them to me, and I get a lot of stuff from like undisclosed sources.
Well, on Reddit in narco footage, there's so many fucked up videos of like these people like on the street, like you don't know if they're involved in something. You have to assume they are, and they're just like talking. All of a sudden, a car drives by, and then they drive up, and then they walk up, and they finish them off.
Yeah,
and-
finish with double tap, and that's it. You got to think.
And we watch very different things.
If you were in that situation, first of all, we're not involved in any of this,
yeah.
illegal activity or whatever. But if that was your regular life, like that probably wouldn't seem. I mean, it would be traumatizing. But I don't see people in Mexico locking their doors and staying indoors. Like people are like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what happens.
Yeah.
Can I say
I've heard this. I've heard this about Israel.
So
They're always like, just
Can I say this? It's gotten to the point where I remember growing up and you see like the visual cues of like that's a group of people going into one place, like back the fuck off.
Get out.
Yeah.
This type of car.
Yeah, exactly. And then I remember there's also like there's stories I've lost people to this, and like I remember like my homies like complained about it. Like I was just at the fucking like at the supermarket, and they walked in saying like, "Ya se la sabe, muchachos." Like you already know like this.
You know what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like fuck, dude. Like it's so normal now. That it's like your day job. Like he goes out like every morning. He's like, "Oye, mi amor, ya me voy a trabajar." You know, like I'm going to work.
You know what that says to me? That just means that the Wild Wild West never changed. Shit's been going on since
Shit's been
cowboy
going-
days, dude.
Yeah, like-
shit don't change.
Shit don't change. And we want to act like we live in these little bubbles of security, which the U.S. is an amazing bubble of security. Yeah. Although we have a lot of putrefaction here as well, like socially.
Like what?
Don't get him started.
Almost got me. And so it's this bubble, this security bubble that I'm thinking of is like when I cross the border or when I fly in or whatever, all of a sudden, like, I guess now it's pretty dirty, but like you don't see trash everywhere. You know what I'm
Starting
saying?
to see it more though.
I'm starting to see it more too, so
Yeah.
it's just changing.
Yeah.
That's
But
because of
like,
the homeless population.
yeah, of course, a lot of drugs. That's what happens when you do too much drugs.
I was like, this dude
He's gonna
just
circle back. He's gonna circle back.
But it's like there's this certain feeling of like a sterile environment, and that's what we live in. It's super sterile.
be pure.
When you keep knocking down buildings and building a new fucking building,
Right.
and you keep closing these shops, and then you put a new shop in. You close the Target down, and then the Target pops up in the next spot.
See, that happens
Sterilization.
that happens so often. I feel like out here, like I just got back from New York, and that shit was like they still have a lot of old shit, you know.
Yeah.
And there's character in some of those buildings. But
That's
like
well.
here, it's just mini malls.
Yeah, well,
Our
Ty-
historic buildings suck.
tying
Yeah.
well, yeah, but
Yeah.
tying it back to Mexico, like las ciudades mágicas,
Yeah, los pueblos mágicos.
los pueblos mágicos, like it's like they really keep that character there, you know.
Yeah.
Like you go to Zacatecas and you can't like there's no neon lights.
Yeah.
Like everything's painted like with the original colors that they had at the Baroque times and shit.
It's
like
fucking badass, dude.
there is a niceness to it, but we also can't ignore the fact that there's some dark shit there as well, man. I remember my 21st birthday in Zacatecas. We were fortunate enough to stay. We booked a new hotel and we were the only guests there. Like literally no one there except for us and the staff.
Smart.
Sounds like a great hotel. Like, it was probably nice, honestly.
It was fucking awesome because we were forced to not leave the hotel. Because on my birthday, we were gonna walk up to a bar
To the mine.
and it got shot up. And we're like, all right, let's walk back to the hotel. And we were forced to stay in the hotel for the majority of the trip.
Dude.
And it's like, fuck, dude, like
Shit don't change.
shit don't change, bro.
My homie was telling me about the McDonald's he used to go to when he was a kid. Just one day, some dude walked in, threw a grenade in there, and just blew the fucking
What
thing
the
up.
fuck? Who's like walking around with grenades?
I dude, like I
Where do you
remember,
get a grenade?
That's what I'm
the
saying.
fuck?
hey, black market, bro. But
El Chopo.
Christ.
I just remember being like in Mazatlan visiting my family and like, hey, like let's go out to like this bar or whatever. And they're like, oh no, that place just got lit up like 2
Yeah.
nights ago. It's like, fuck, dude. Like
so
it's like
wild,
that
what-
excuse is so common. You're like, all right, is there another spot we can go to? Like
Hey, some cats probably use that like as a reason not to go out. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to go there. I heard it just got shot up.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's go to the other spot. It's been too weird.
I kind of
2 years.
used that on Plaza Bonita not too long ago.
I used
well,
that.
yeah, well, yeah.
I used that for Golden Dragon.
Golden Dragon.
Oh yeah, the one in Hillcrest that got shot up. That's right.
Hey, my friends in New Zealand are just like, I've never had this conversation with them before, and we started talking about the guns thing,
Yeah.
and they're just like, but like, what do you want them for? Like, what do you need them
Yeah.
for?
It's like, what do you mean? I need them, all right?
I need more, you know, like, and they're just like, but like,
Why?
people use them. Like, what do you do with them? And I'm like, well, if you buy a gun for like home security, then you never fucking use it because it's not that common.
Right.
So this is segueing into this segueing into what I'm thinking because a lot of people want to have guns. A lot of people have guns, but they don't do training. I don't know how many
You
fucking
have to do a little bit. Like, you have to fucking pass a test.
exactly. But like I don't know how many instances
I
there's
don't think
been.
in Texas. I think they just give it to you.
I don't
You're,
know
like,
how many
born and
instances
you're
there's
fucking-
been or like videos I've seen of like people like how far away we are from each other, pull out guns, shoot, and no one gets hit.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
And it's just, I mean, I'm not gonna say that's always gonna happen, but
that's very poor marksmanship. But honestly,
but it's like a
If
Karen
you're-
that's like, oh my god, like you
if
know?
there's
Or they
a
really
moving,
didn't want to shoot them.
if there's a moving target and it's right where the windows are here, which I'm guessing is like 15 feet or something.
we marked it out already. Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty hard to hit that target.
yeah, no shit.
Straight up.
There's a reason why the couch is there. We have it all
You guys
placed
have
out.
the John Wick out right here.
Yeah, so actually we did a lot of scenarios where like the way Brian's bed is, like if I were to kick in the door and
Ballistics.
shoot through the wall, it wouldn't hit him. Like
Perfect.
Yeah.
Dude. Sussed out.
Lasers. It was a whole.
Yeah.
Do you have the little fucking American flag wood pallet thing that you hit and the shotgun pops out? And you're just like,
Not just that, but right under the bar top. Actually, if I'm sitting by the couch, double tap, drops it right here, and it's only
it's ready to
operational
shoot.
for my grip. And
So it's no longer a secret because I've been saying it to everyone. But in my house, I'm building a little like niche in the wall where I'm gonna put like my karate like black belt poster and like tap it and it's gonna swing open and I have like my piece.
fuck yeah. And honestly, just have like pieces all over the house.
Dude, when I lived with Black, dude, that's what it was, and I had no idea, dude.
he's all checking the toilet. Hey, black.
Ex-Marine or something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I mean, guys that have seen combat, man, God bless them because they live that reality.
So
Yeah.
high and going through water like crazy.
So I remember my teammate Jesse. He lives in Fontana now. I remember he was driving me back. He had just gotten back from Afghanistan, I think, and he was driving Fallujah, one of those. And he was driving me back from like karate practice back to my dorm, and there was a random cardboard box in the middle of the road. It must have fallen off like a truck.
Ooh, shit.
And it triggered the fuck out of him, dude.
Damn.
Dude, I remember we like skid and like took off both lanes, and he's like backpedaling. He's like, "We get the fuck out of here!" And, like, and we like took like the back roads and shit. And like I was like, "Dude, it's just a cardboard box." He goes, "Hey, you don't know that."
Yeah,
And I was like, "We're in Hawaii, baby. Like we good."
they bombed it here before.
my neighbor, he's got some PTSD, and he during what was it, 4th of July. First of all, I don't hate that holiday. I hate the need for everyone to have fireworks because I have dogs and they lose their shit.
Bro,
you know?
you used to light off fireworks.
I used to light off
But he
fireworks.
didn't
too
have dogs back then.
and yeah, we did. But our dogs didn't give a fuck. I don't know. I guess those dogs
They didn't have eardrums anymore.
they were like, we used to feed them leftovers, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
just
that's
menudo globs. Yeah.
globs and chicken bones and all that
Yeah.
shit. They used to be like 15.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's perfect for them.
But my dogs can't do that. My dogs will die. They'll
Yeah.
choke on a chicken bone.
Oh, yeah, they're
They don't know, huh?
They just don't.
One of them's pretty slow.
One of them's fucking stupid. I have a feeling that she's got like 13 socks stuck in her belly right now. Like,
dude. That's really too much. Really, really quick. My dad calls me and he goes, "I had to pull out a plastic string out of the cat's ass."
and just like slowly
Yeah.
pull it out because you know it's like
Yeah, so
rug
you,
burning the asshole.
you know how like women's clothes have like the little plastic thing so you can hang it? So apparently the cat ate it. And my dad like
Fucking animals, dude.
my cat, I guess like it passed by my dad. You know how they always flash the ass. He's noticed something. He's like, "The fuck is that?"
Tapeworm.
Yeah. So he's like, "Let me pull it." He started. The cat's like,
Dude, why are animals fucking stupid like this? They're so smart when it comes to
Are
other shit.
Bro, have you seen proctology videos, dude? Man, we're stupid too.
Yeah, but not as commonly as animal. I guess it's because they're not wild anymore. But like, who the fuck looks at a rock and is like,
That's tasty as
yeah.
fuck. Yeah.
That's like that condition. What is it? Pica?
"Oh right,
They'll start eating rocks and dirt.
oh my god, dude!" And like, I just can't imagine like just looking at some random inanimate object and be like, "I'm gonna eat that." But I guess when we're little, we kind of do that.
Yeah,
So
with the wooden fruit. It used to get me all the time.
You had wooden fruit.
I know somebody.
seen those?
I know somebody
No.
who wants to eat Ajax all the time. Or no, what's the one with the little seal, the Mexican one, foca one? Is it
Yes.
called foca?
No.
Watch wooden fruit bowl, like the
Oh.
fake fruit, the artificial fruit.
No.
Fake-
Yeah.
That stuff.
That has never existed in my house.
Yeah, not in my house. I'm like other people's houses, asshole.
Oh.
God, you ruined the joke, man.
Hey, just let him eat some fucking fake shit. Yeah, it's weird to think that these animals are like, they've evolved just as long as we have, I think. And they still want to eat shit that they shouldn't be eating.
Yeah.
So then, what do you think? Aliens?
It's not food.
Red reptilians.
Going there.
Yeah, let's go there. Let's go there. Like,
Actually, I've been seeing some shit recently. I'm like, I'm not subscribing, but I'm watching. Like,
Now you've entered the chat room.
yeah, pretty
finally,
much.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
join- we got a warm seat, piping hot cocoa. What you need, dude? Like, we got you.
Okay, so I was looking into the UFO videos that was released by like the government,
Yeah.
and part of me is saying that it wasn't UFOs; it was just Russia or North Korea.
Like drones.
Yeah,
Okay, so what technology do they have then? Because
well, that's why we're at war, Brian.
well, we're not at war yet.
Yet.
Okay.
It's indirectly we are.
If
though.
there is a crazy like bureaucratic blockage between us and this elite class,
Oh, I got something for you.
are they actually 100 times smarter than us? Are they even the same species as us? If they're capable of this, it doesn't matter if you're fucking rich and you're born into money, that's one thing. But into that sort of level of power and knowledge, that kind of thing, not everybody can comprehend. And they're
So
not.
there is a cabal.
I think that there's honestly a different species amongst us. And I don't think it's like a reptilian species or maybe it might be some other shit. But I just think that it's like there's always been multiple, hominid species on the planet. And I think that they are still amongst us. And we see these people all the fucking time, but we don't realize it. Like,
Omar, I'm gonna say something that we've discussed in the pod before, and like before I was saying it as a joke, and now I'm like, maybe is that we've had this conversation when Lexi was here. Is that we in history we have now documented that we are witnessing apes get into the Stone Age.
right. Evolving.
Yeah. So it's gonna be soon enough where we fuck them, and then we're gonna
I watched
create
the
like
gorilla
the next.
pounding another gorilla out yesterday. I was like, that's a good scroll.
So the original
He's
thought.
watching gorilla porn now?
No, it was on Facebook.
The original thing was like, the aliens saw us evolve into the Stone Age, and then they impregnated one of our species, and then that's where we're at.
Well, he's saying there's
That's why there's some hominids and some nons.
no.
Giants. No.
No, we'll get into the giants. But so right now, just to like clarify, do you believe that there is another species like living amongst?
Maybe a few.
Yeah, but maybe they could look like us. Maybe
Do you
they
think
have
it's
that
racial?
I think that proper governance of any sort of, whether it be a city or a country or a planet, you have to find a way to not assimilate, but to like speak the language of the locals
Klingon.
or whatever the fuck. Yeah. And so when they talk about, the Anunnaki and the Nephilim, they took the apes and created a workforce and created humankind in their image.
The Spaniards banged the Mayans and turned them into Mexicans.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Same shit. So do I believe in those myths? Maybe not so much like to the T, but I just know that these stories are so fucking like, of course.
Right.
How the fuck else are we going to ever evolve without like actually
Assistance?
having outside influence and assistance?
So
Sorry, dog. They make us go to school every day and learn language, mathematics, all this stuff. Like, this is not natural stuff. This is not like a monkey sort of going like,
and showing. Yeah.
like it's like age. Like we think, oh my God, I'm 30, I'm 50. I need to go get a prostate check or something.
Yeah.
Like this kind of stuff has nothing to do
Happens
with age.
at my age. Oh.
It doesn't have. Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with age. It's just like this one trajectory that every being has. And some people, I know some motherfuckers that are like 16 years old that look like they're 40.
So is that because there's a bend in their timeline?
I think their timeline is maybe just a
Warped?
different timeline, and maybe
So
Like
it's an
some-
interdimensional thing.
Like some Benjamin Button looking motherfuckers?
maybe some Benjamin Button looking motherfuckers, but also like me. I look at myself, I'm like, damn, I'm starting to look old, bro.
Because I remember...
Me too.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like, my pops never looked. I was like, yes, he did. I was like, when I was a little kid, my pops looked old.
yeah.
He looked like a man.
Now that you're his age,
When you fucking do psychedelic drugs, one of the first most meaningful, profound experiences I had, they always say like, don't look in the mirror, don't look at yourself.
That was the
You're gonna
first thing I
trip out.
did.
Everybody goes to the mirror. I did too. But the first thing I did was I looked at my hands and I saw wrinkles in my hands that I never paid attention to before, and I was like, oh, these are like man hands. Like, what the fuck? Because in my inner child is still so, and to this day, is still so very like present.
Yeah.
But I realized that I was a man, and then that moved into like my pops, like my dad is a kid trying to figure out life, and his body, his suit is withering away.
Dude, that's
And then I now so when I think
I'm so
about
high right now. This
Yeah.
is amazing.
this guy's tearing up this spot
dude.
is legit as fuck.
When
No,
my
let him continue.
Oh yeah, yeah.
oh wait, it has to do with this, but yeah.
Yeah, so I think about they go, oh, these people live to be 100 and so lived to be 200 years old. You know, we talk about the old stories of the Bible and stuff like that. Those motherfuckers were aliens, dog. Those guys are different aliens, homie. They were living the old ancient Sumerian rulers and Babylonian
Oh,
rulers.
yeah.
They were ancient. They were a different species. They were hominids like us.
Hell yeah.
Different fucking species, dog. Like for sure. They're still here. You see all those old pictures of the dudes with the fucking carvings and
Right.
like the dudes have the big giant beards, and then you go to the Middle East and you see those people. You're like, what the fuck?
Right.
That's the guy on the carving right there.
And they're just the descendants.
You
of-
look at the Mayan carvings, and then you look at the people in Merida, and you're like, that's that guy right there.
Yeah.
With the flat head and everything.
But yet we think that we're so evolved because we all get the same haircuts now and wear the
So
same clothes. Like
that's what I was gonna ask you if
Yeah.
you think it's like a racial thing, because I think you brought this up that, and I haven't really looked into this. I'm only going based off what he's told me, that there is like supposedly like research being done that we're not all the same.
we don't have the same makeup. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've for millions of years we've kind of integrated.
When did that idea that we are made from like stardust come about?
It's true because we evolved from the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
So we are stardust.
okay.
Yeah. It's just a nice romantic way of
Way of saying it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, but
But-
me, I get stoned. I take it literal. Like, fuck, dude. Like, dust came from the sky and it like pollinated like the lands and like.
I mean, that's panspermia. That's
Yeah.
that idea too.
And we and the
It's like, what am I digging myself into?
the same elements that we were created from, all the rest of the universe is created from those same elements.
Yeah.
So who's
That-
to say that we're not related to some reptile species?
Wait, was it Dr. King that one that said like I am like 7 cents or something like that? Like the amount
I had
of
a dream.
materials. No, yeah, yeah.
He said that for sure.
Yeah, he said that for sure. But I forget who that was saying like the materials are like the compounds that make the human body that are represented in the periodic table make up this much weight or whatever. Like or can be tallied up in this much cents.
Yeah, I mean,
Or like dollars or something. Yeah.
that's cool. So everyone has their price.
Yeah.
I also believe that there might be beings here that we can't see. And
Are you
it's-
only eating the shrimp ones?
he's
Okay,
eating-
because I can't eat those. I want to try the marlin ones.
they're gone.
He ate them all.
I guess I'm eating at home.
Fuck. Sorry, bud. I shared them with the guys at church, so I only had one.
Okay.
I believe that there's beings here that I don't like, interdimensional or whatever. I think that it's just like flies don't really notice us, or like ants can't see us.
Yeah, like does a dog know he's a dog?
So check this out.
Right.
I thought of that too, and told Diego about that exact same thing.
So I'll tie it in with the movie that I saw recently. I saw The Green Knight with
Which one's that one?
with Dev Patel.
Okay.
So it's kind of bomb. It's like a Arthur in the, it's like one of these like old stories kind of, right? But basically at one point he ends up in this he's having like, I don't know if he's going through like this like fever hallucination or something, but he's on this cliff and all of a sudden he sees these giant humanoids walking past him, and they're like,
Oh, like Attack on Titan.
it looks like Attack on Titan all slow when they're walking at their normal pace.
Yeah.
But to him,
Oh, the
it seems so
perspective.
slow. And then one of them turns and looks at him and he goes, and it says something, but it's
Inaudible.
like inaudible because the frequencies are just
Different,
and then I
yeah.
realized, I watched this super cool masterclass. This guy's talking about what reality is, and reality being what we can, the information that we can gather and process with the senses that we have, with the organs that we have to process them.
Yes.
So we can't sense everything that's here right now.
Yeah.
We can only sense what we have. We can see things, we can smell things, we can touch things, we can feel things. See things, touch things, smell things, and whatever the fuck else, right?
Taste.
who's gonna say that there aren't more things to be sensed? Just like we know that ultraviolet is a real thing, but we can't fucking see it.
Right.
So who's to know that there's not other sound, other beings here in the room, whatever the fuck, everywhere else that we just can't see?
You and I think a lot alike about this.
And I'm barely dipping my toes into it.
Oh, he joined the chat. He joined the chat.
I never gave myself the opportunity to like actually look into it because before it was like that's good bar talk, but like now it's like wait, maybe there's something there,
dude.
Like I geeked out for a moment on like sacred geometry just because of like I love patterns. And then I started noticing that like everything in life is a mathematical equation. And then I started just going down that fucking little rabbit hole.
Dude.
But dude, even the math we made is made up. Like
exactly, dude. This Fibonacci sequence of
kind
life
of ties everything in a little bit.
God.
Okay. Geometry. Shapes. When you do psychedelics, you never see a right angle. You don't see a perfect circle even. You see all these natural, different shapes that fractals. We don't even like build or we don't construct anything. Look at this fucking room. It's all squares. It's all right angles everywhere. Yeah. There's a killer book that the guy from Neil Blomkamp, he's the guy that produced District 9 and Chappie and all this stuff. He was on Rogan.
South African.
Yeah, and he put Joe Rogan onto this book, and I went and I checked it out. It's by an author named Peter Watts. It's like this Canadian sci-fi author. It's bitchin'. It's like a futuristic like thriller. And
I'm down.
Basically, in the future, they're trying to, become a planetary species or whatever. But they receive a message from some weird place.
I think I remember this podcast.
So check this out. So basically, the book is about vampires, kind of. But check this out. In the book, vampires were another species of humans in the Pleistocene that became extinct. They were apex predators. So think about a giant human with super senses, a killer instinct, insane intelligence, but they had this weird gene where they could not see 90-degree angles or they would have epileptic seizures and die. Somebody figured it out, and so they started going
crosses.
Yeah.
And then they killed all the fucking vampires off because they were apex predators and you had to learn how to hunt them to defend yourself. But in the future, they find some DNA and they start redeveloping and bring back vampires.
Vamps.
And they keep them on this medicine so that they don't have the epileptic seizures, but they also kind of like train them. And they're like these super generals, like
I remember this.
War, like a human, but like apex human, you know what I'm saying? Like a real alpha. Mm-hmm. And they have more organs, different senses that we can. They don't live in this one thread of time, this linear way that we live our life from beginning to end. Yeah. They can go between different threads in different places in time and sense things differently. So it's really amazing when you think about like, oh man, imagine if we had a sixth sense and we could see what really happened. Oh yeah, dead people. We can see what really happens after you die.
Yeah.
Well,
dude, there's a Robert Redford, Jason Segel movie on Netflix that talks like, that like basically an afterlife is proven. It was kind of a
fucking movies, man.
Kind of a trip.
Too good. Movies are the best they've ever been ever.
Because like literally since this doctor proved that there was an afterlife, people are like, my life's they're having like mass suicides.
This one sucks.
Yeah.
Take me to the next one.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit. Like I've been geeking out on
that was like the premise, the concept.
I've been geeking on like the James Webb telescope that just launched out. And like one of the main pitching points that got me interested is like we can see back in time.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I want to see that shit.
I want to see some of that shit too, although it was probably fucking raw. Think about this, what they say at the Catholic Church now, peace be with your spirit.
Yeah, and also with your spirit. Yeah.
And also with your spirit. The whole point of church is that the flesh is weak, right? Yeah. The flesh only does things that resonate with it on this plane of existence.
Well, yeah.
So you can't trust the flesh because it's just your vessel for this. Once you die, plane. So like if you only accrue things that are good for this thing, then when you're done and you go on to the next one, you're like, damn.
You can't take anything with you then.
You're like, oh man, this shit, like, I didn't learn anything.
Well, the Egyptians thought they could take them with them.
Yeah. Imagine if you're like, okay, you have to learn jujitsu and this and this and that because you don't know. But the next plane of it's like a coliseum, and you just got to fight the whole time.
Yeah.
And then after you get past that level, then you go to the fuck the whole time. So you got to get into some tantric sex fucking practice, whatever the fuck. But like, what if this is just level 1, dog?
What if this is level 100? We don't know. It could go
Or
either
it could
way.
be, yeah. Or maybe this is the final level and
Yeah.
we're fucking up.
Maybe you're fucking up, man.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm fucking up.
I think it's dope, the alternate realities and everything, or the parallel universes. Didn't they recently try to debunk that?
No, Doctor Strange proved it.
Really?
Doctor Strange. I liked it. It was good. But
Well, the sequel's coming out soon.
Well, I hate how China got involved and they had to change some shit.
China?
China. Yeah, like it wasn't supposed to be like a Tibetan monk.
yeah, and it's now it's like a lady, like a bald white lady.
That's funny.
I mean, whatever. That's cool too, but it's just not like what it was in the story. But I'm not a big fan like that anyway, so I don't really give a fuck.
Whoa. I remember I called you. I don't think it was that long ago. I called you. I was like, what are you going to do? And you're like, I'm going to watch Infinity War.
I liked it.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Sorry. I'm not saying I'm not a big fan. I do like the movies a lot.
Yeah.
I just not.
You like the MCU?
No, I didn't. I never like read all the comics, so I can't be like a purist about
Right,
something.
right.
I like what
Yeah.
I saw there. Just like Dune. Like I read like 3 of the Dune novels.
Yeah.
And I love them. They're amazing. The new movie was bitching. It was good.
You telling me that's what like the premise to Star Wars
all of
comes
that
from,
stuff. It's
right?
ripped
A lot,
off.
yeah. A lot of it. But it's also like the whole knight aspect was King Arthur and the round table thing.
Oh yeah.
I just got caught up on Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
It's fucking killing too.
Oh,
I like it.
But Mando saved the show.
Mando saved the show.
Mando saved the show.
Yeah, because everybody's talking shit about Homeboy, the Kiwi. They're like saying like he's fat and stuff. Like, dog,
So what?
do you never watch mobster movies? Who's the baddest killers of them all?
Right, right.
He's
You know what I'm
a big
saying? Like,
motherfucker,
yeah, and it's just a cat that really has that real instinct.
We talked
People
about
didn't like
this.
it because Boba Fett was getting played the whole time. Like he's always finding struggle, and Disney's giving him so much struggle. That's Disney though.
Yeah. I think they're really trying to make him a hero, and because so many people liked him. But like, dude, it's a character. What's wrong with making like a bad guy
Anti-hero.
likable? Yeah, an anti-hero that's like really likable like that.
Yeah.
They should have just done that, but I think that would be too dark for Disney.
Yeah,
Because
What's
Boba
the
Fett,
darkest Disney has gotten?
I don't know, but Boba Fett was
They have
supposed to,
some
and they in the final episode, Cad Bane even says like, dude, he's like, no, you're like a cold-blooded killer. Like,
Yeah, remember.
they hint at it, but it's just like that is who the character was. Like now they're trying to like make him soft and like,
yeah, because the way they started it, like him digging himself out of the big,
Yeah.
like, which is a total Dune thing. The big giant like sand fucking worm and stuff like that. Whatever.
now it's Tremors starring Kevin
Tremors.
Bacon.
Oh my god, I love those movies so
Those are
much.
great.
But I just feel like they started it as him having like they were trying to go like he's having a
A rebirth.
rebirth.
It was tying it all together.
You know what I'm saying? Like
He
and
took
so
shrooms.
He's kind of
Some
soft.
space shrooms.
He's kind of soft.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole thing, keeps getting all fucked up, and his team keeps building him back up and helping him and saving him.
Yeah.
But then Mando's like, I don't know, like, what's wrong with fucking Boba Fett just sitting back and being like a Jabba and just be like, nah, kill him, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go kill him. You kill him. Like, he's a gangster.
He's a bounty hunter
He's a
gangster.
bounty hunting gangster.
Yeah.
And I like that he's a Kiwi because it's like my fucking Kiwi homie.
You, what if it was the guy I sent you guys in the group chat? Remember the security guard from Alabama?
He's Blade.
He's Blade, dude.
Blade, yeah.
I can't wait for Blade to come out.
Is that this year?
I don't know.
Wait, they're making another Blade?
Yeah,
Is
dude.
Wesley Snipes in it?
No, Marzali.
Yeah, some other cat, but it'll still be good, you know. Like I'm not a hater until I watch it, then I'll be like, oh, it sucked or it was good. That's what I feel about Dune.
When are they going to remake Spawn?
I didn't think Dune was good.
It was slow, but that's how the books are.
Yeah, but also
Didn't see
like
it. Spawn, though.
I just thought maybe because what I was watching was I could see all the influences for Star Wars, and like almost the entire time I'm thinking George Lucas polished it up. It's better. Star Wars is better.
Like I just think that it's Star Wars and Star Trek.
Yeah, well,
You know
now
what I'm
it's
saying?
so different.
Two different
but I'm talking
universes.
about like at least if you judge like the first Star Wars movie with like what was going on, it's kind of like all right.
I hope that this thing lasts and they make a few more because the Dune books are so good. By the way, this movie ended like not even close to where the first Dune book.
So there's gonna be more movies.
Oh yeah, there's unless
supposed
there's
to be more.
Yeah.
And I like the characters. I like the cast a lot. It's really
I don't
good.
like the character name Duncan, Idaho.
Yeah, I mean that's what it was in the book
I know.
too. Yeah, I mean it's
so
kind of
lame.
I don't know. I've been
Yeah.
more caught up on Ozark and shit.
Nah.
cool, but
I haven't
it's
seen
just
any of the things you guys have been talking about for the last 10 minutes.
sci-fi. You know, like Dune.
Get into it, dude.
Dune is sick because it's of course they're all the hero's story, the hero's journey, but
You never saw it, right?
No.
You should because you have seen Star Wars.
I have
don't watch,
seen it now.
Don't watch the old Dune. The
No,
old
no, that one's dog
sucks
shit.
so
like
bad.
watch the new one that just came out in October. Or
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not action packed.
You'll like the visuals though.
The visuals are amazing.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking desert person. I love like desert worlds and Tatooine and shit like that. You know,
Even though I hate the
Arrakis is Dune. Like, it's the story of the kid whose family was assassinated by this syndicate, by this fucking
You like
empire.
Red Syndicate.
I like that.
Yeah.
And so he, when fleeing, falls into the hands of a desert tribe that actually lived on this planet. This planet's being harvested for a spice called melange, which is a fucking psychedelic
Spice melange.
that people use to see the future. You know what I'm saying? And so he gets.
Oh, like the fucking crystal from Rick and Morty. Remember that?
I love Rick and Morty so much. So in the story, like he has to earn his way back into his royal blood or his nobility by first fighting and becoming part of these people and kind of like then
Pledging his allegiance.
and then using
Those
these
are the sand
people,
people.
yeah, to fight the fucking empire back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of bitch and the story is pretty good, but the movie, if you didn't read the books or listen to them, I guess on audio,
Yeah, that tells me that you'd listen more than read.
I listened to them too, yeah. But I read the book when I was in high school.
Dude, my girlfriend just recently got her library card because apparently the online audiobook selection is amazing,
Yeah.
dude. It's everything for free.
Yeah, not like paying for
Audible,
or something,
yeah.
But either way, like they're fucking dope. But I don't mind listening to like somebody read the books and stuff like that. you know?
I'll read your book.
I plan to listen to my next audiobook on the next road trip I do.
What's the book?
I've got to find one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then,
Maybe it'll be Dune.
I suggest doing, or you might like, but these are pretty like dry books. So maybe in the audio they might be good, but
My favorite audiobook
the
that
one
like
with the vampires.
oh.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
'Cause, like,
you sold me on it. I think I'm gonna read it.
I have to get into that because like my favorite genre, and I've said this before, is like spy shit, Cold War shit, dude.
Sick.
It's got all that.
What?
Just go with it.
Yeah, like my favorite audiobook, the one I still have like on disc, I still have it on disc, is it's a James Bond one. It's I think it's Devil May Care.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've never owned an audio.
A spy book or anything like that.
Never owned a spy, but I wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I never really read fiction as an adult. It was always just like, almost like textbooks shit. Like
Historical fiction's always been my thing. Like fiction, fantasy, I can never get into.
well, check this. The one that he's describing, like, for what like time period is it?
Which one?
The
Blindsight?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like way in the future. Yeah. Futuristic.
So to like someone in there, like down the road, that's historical fiction. You know,
I
Like,
guess.
maybe you could read that one.
Yeah, and then like audiobooks are not new. You know,
Yeah.
like
I'm actually trying to
Right,
get
has
into
discs.
that.
that's how I like first. I didn't read. I listened to Siddhartha that way, and I was like 17 years old, and I had a car, and I was like,
No, but I'm
"This is
actually
some fucking Buddhism right now."
I'm recording audiobooks right now.
Oh yeah, his
getting
lady
some-
got this little freaky thing going on.
I
Wait,
She does this thing with the dough, and I enjoy it. Yeah.
I thought you were just gonna read one. You're doing.
No, I decided I'm gonna
whole-
do a saga or something. I recently did a Twitch thing, and I need to figure it out a little bit better.
You still haven't figured it out?
Well, it's because I needed better equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my MacBook is just not up to par
You
anymore.
need this guy, even though this one's gonna be obsolete in like 6 months, I guess, because
Then buy a new one. I'll take this one off.
That's your new one,
yeah.
and it's gonna be obsolete in 6
Oh,
months.
probably.
Dude, my
They have
Dude,
like
okay.
an M2 chip.
I had
coming
to.
out.
Okay, so I had to update my
computer's
MacBook.
like this fucking big. dog.
I had to update my MacBook, and I basically had to delete everything off my MacBook just so I can make space for the update.
Yeah, I remember that.
So bad.
Now this thing's legit. It's
And now it's slower than ever.
this thing's I think got a terabyte or two.
It's insane.
Yeah, and it's fucking thin as fuck.
But so now the
Pretty
thing
good.
is, and I think I told you about it, is that I found a loophole where I could record using my PS4 in good,
yeah, you told me that.
in good like quality and everything.
Wow.
So I'm thinking is that like maybe I'll just like have like a random game playing or something, or like
Right.
yeah, and like just me just
'cause-
reading shit,
Oh, got you. That's pretty cool too.
I like that.
just trying new ideas.
I check this out. My laptop is it's at 2012. And
That's how old mine is. Yeah.
And dog, this thing is my workhorse. But today in the morning,
Oh no, it's starting.
I had to I made some charts for some tunes I was gonna play today,
Mm-hmm.
and I fired it up, and it took forever to open up. And then I was like, I gotta go, so I just unplugged everything, and I went and I got in the car. As soon as I get in the car, the screen goes all weird, and then it
Yeah.
starts going beep, beep,
What?
beep. I was like, what the fuck? This thing's beeping.
It's gonna
Back,
blow
it's
up,
backing
dude.
up on you.
Dog, it took me 30 minutes to be able to open it just to airdrop myself 3 PDFs.
Oh my god.
I was so fucking pissed. I just wanted to throw it out on the freeway. Just
Yeah,
like,
man, it is worth just
Hey,
shouting out.
I'm not gonna. I love Apple and everything, obviously, but I heard the Surface is where it's at, though.
really?
The Microsoft Surface.
Yeah, I like this. Since I've been with Apple for so long, everything is connected. I like.
Is the simplicity of it,
I love- yeah.
the convenience, the
yeah,
convenience.
it's already
yeah.
there.
Your house will soon be all Apple.
Yeah,
You know,
Red-
smart home.
Tim Cook could just teleport right directly in here.
Yo,
No, I heard
Elon fired up the Starlink for people in Ukraine.
In Ukraine, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that was not a real
PR
tweet.
thing.
I don't know if that was a real tweet.
All I can say is that this sounds like an old story just repackaged in the fucking
Well, yeah, dude.
to the 2022. You know,
Everything
shiny
is
pack.
history repeats itself, man.
Like
I think he means something different.
no. I mean, like
Oh.
kind of yeah. Like it's we're watching it happen again over there, and like we're not gonna get in. We shouldn't get in. We need to get involved, and then it's like
Yeah.
It's not
all
until
of our liberal and progressive thinkers are like, we need to help.
Why
these
do
people,
why do
man.
why do you think we need to get involved? I think it's closer to China, so we need to keep our eyes. We'll set up bases over
like,
there.
Like that fucking meme that's going around that the president goes, I don't need a ride, I need ammunition.
Yeah.
You know who likes to hear that shit? Fucking
Diego.
conservative Americans are like, that's right. He's got
That's a real leader.
He's got balls. Look
Yeah.
at that. He's
Got
not
nuts.
gonna run.
Honestly?
he got a picture of him with the fucking military outfit on. That guy's not. I saw some other shit about that guy. And I'm like, this guy's trash. Like
He's a PR. It's a PR stunt.
he's a
Yeah, he's an
PR
actor.
He's an actor that made his own fucking film about him being a president before he was a president.
That's
Yeah.
what everyone says about Abraham Lincoln, dude. That like
He didn't make any movies about himself, dude.
No,
I
that
don't
he
think they
didn't
said
free the
That guy
slaves.
sucked.
That he didn't free the slaves because it was the right thing to do. Is because it was like the next political stunt, dude. It was the best political option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, everyone, there's an agenda. Everyone, there's a fucking agenda.
Yeah. I think it's like not even that well thought out. I think it's funny because we can't get creative anymore and our cycles are getting shorter. So we're repeating stuff
Yeah.
faster and faster and faster
It's
now.
doing this until. Yep. Yeah. And then 100.
We're back into
yeah.
Stardust.
Stardust.
in
Yeah.
space.
I'm Star Meth. I'm not Stardust. Star Meth.
Dude, imagine.
Fucking vibrating off.
Okay. So because we think that because we as a collective in this room think that there may be different species out there. What if?
Oh, you're on board?
What if they're like, you got to try these space drugs?
Out where?
Oh, absolutely.
And they're like, this one makes you like,
Well,
No,
this one maybe open the doors to the other.
No, dog. Apples are space drugs to somebody else.
Yeah.
that's, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
way
true.
to kill the
I know,
Some
body.
people, you can't eat shellfish, motherfucker.
Yeah, I can't.
You don't even know.
Yeah,
That shit
you
is
don't.
drugs, homie.
Yeah.
That shit's
The last time I did,
honestly,
I ended up in the hospital.
It was delicious though.
Yeah.
It was
that
really
shit is
good.
drugs, homeboy.
I remember Diego was like, oh, let's grill some food. And then like I ate steak and I was like, why the fuck am I itchy?
Lobster.
And then Diego was like, oh yeah, I cooked lobster on it. Didn't clean out the grill.
It's such a Diego move.
Yeah. He was an idiot mastermind.
Oh my God. But yeah, so okay, space drugs, right? So like you meet your first interdimensional creature, being, whatever.
This vampire, his space drug is
Yeah,
human blood.
and
now
then-
you got to taste human blood.
And you're like, hey, like I got like the best Afghan Kush or whatever. And he's like, I
What
don't
is that?
have that in my galaxy.
Yeah.
Let me try it out. And he's like, it doesn't really affect me because of my organs and shit. And he's like, but you know, like this monkey vagina from space, like
Space.
I feel like
space
we're the monkey
was-
vaginas.
yeah, he's like fermented eight like monkey pussy from space.
Ooh,
Really
sounds good.
like opens up my third eye or whatever. But for us humans, it just does something completely different. Like
Yeah, I mean, like catnip.
That's what food is. Yeah, food is the same thing, dog.
These aren't new ideas.
Yeah, you're looking at interplanetary or,
Your
like,
lens.
or some other dimension. But the truth is that this shit is here right now. We're drinking it and smoking it. This fool's drinking water. Like, what the fuck? You don't
That
need
could
that.
be
This
killer.
Vodka. It's vodka.
This has water.
yeah.
That That's
M. Night Shyamalan talked about this. That's how they got the aliens off the planet.
With water?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
dog.
Signs?
You need to watch all his
Signs.
movies.
The
'cause
Crop Circles movie?
You gotta
Yeah.
watch. And you gotta watch them in the right chronological order too, because they all kind of have little Easter eggs
yeah.
in them. It's kind of bomb.
It's almost Easter's. Not really, but it's close.
Zombie Jesus Day.
Yeah, I like that one. No? Just me?
So
They say that Jesus dying and coming back to life was just a massive
Boba
like
Fett
overdose.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool, yeah. That's those like in the Gnostic Gospels or something.
I remember when like the whole Mayan scare of like 12/12 was happening. Remember
2012.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I reached out to the shamans across the street from my grandma's house, and I was like, "Hey man, like, what does this mean?" And he's like, "First of all, I'm Pai Pai. I don't know what the fuck you talking about."
No pasa nada.
And then he was like, "But from what I can relate to it, is like it's gonna be a mental death and a rebirth of consciousness."
That's what a lot of people say.
Did you hear
So, my
that it
question-
actually did happen?
Huh?
Have you heard that like child prodigy kid who's like clearly like a shill for his parents but
Fucking asshole, that prick.
but this kid is like a wonderkind genius
The next Mozart?
regarding like physics and
Oh,
astrophysics.
okay.
And so he posits the theory that the 2012 apocalypse like did happen, but it doesn't happen in the way like we're thinking like death. It's just that we were like transported into another dimension, another universe. And so it's like it did happen, but
We're living in a different universe that we were when we were kids, for sure.
That's for sure, dude.
oh, I want to know why because I've heard some weird shit. Oh, like the Mandela effect or whatever.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then I can't help but
The Mandela
think,
effect?
Is it Mandela or Mandela?
Mandela is when you have a
Mandela's Nelson Mandela.
no, yeah, but it's named after him because of everyone thought he was dead for a while.
Right, yeah, yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a misconception in history. Yeah,
right,
Yeah.
right. It's like the movie. What was that one movie? The Shaq one.
Kazam.
Kazam.
Yeah, well,
Shazam?
it's because
I think Shazam.
they made another one with what's his fucking name?
Sinbad.
Sinbad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because there was an original Shaq one, they canceled that and then they made a Sinbad one.
There wasn't an original.
No, there was an original
Ever.
Shaq one, dude. There was an original Shaq one,
But
dude.
we're in this universe. It may not have. You might be right.
There was an original Shaq
There
one.
are missing artifacts here, my friend. This is why I believe that we're in a different dimension. There's missing
Just look up
artifacts.
Shaq, Shazam,
Shaq.
#1 hit. There was even like a NES game.
Kazam.
Kazam, yeah. See?
Okay, so then it's not that one. It's the other one that's fake.
Was,
The with Sinbad.
What movie
okay.
did Sinbad play a genie? Shazam.
Shazam. See?
What Sinbad kids want you to know about Shazam?
Wait, what the fuck? Which one is it that's not real? One of them is not
Is
real.
Shazam a remake of Kazam? Look that up.
Right here.
Was there a Shazam movie with Sinbad?
There was this Shazam movie,
Oh.
or this one's Kazam. I don't remember. I remember
Alright.
this. We're getting lost in the AMs, dude. The Zams.
Fuck.
Yeah, but see, I
my
knew for a
mind's
fact it
blown.
was Shaquille O'Neal because
Yeah,
I had it on VHS.
Like, I remember this was the cover.
Yeah, I had it on VHS.
I
dude.
remember this movie too, but then there's another one then that's not real because this happened to me not too long ago.
It's Sinbad Kazam.
Just look up. Just
No.
look up Kazam Mandela effect.
Hold on. Let's see the cover for this.
No, it is Shazam.
Look at the first one, Shazam: The Strange Case of a Movie.
That
doesn't exist.
Oh wait,
We are in
the Shazam movie never existed. Well, then why?
Avengers style genie. Nah, dude.
Shazam.
Fake news, dude. It's fake news. They doxed it, dude. They doxed it.
People are gonna do more.
Wait, so another like super common Mandela effect in history is like Pokemon.
Listen.
Everyone remembers Pikachu having a black thing on his tail, but he doesn't have it.
At the tip.
Yeah. Everyone remembers that, but he doesn't
He
have
doesn't
it.
have it?
He doesn't have it.
See, that's what I'm saying. There's missing artifacts in this shit. You know, whenever you like, when you compress files.
Yes, you
Yeah.
lose. Yeah.
This is what happened in 2012, dog.
Yeah, dude.
There's a lot of shit that's lost.
So because we
This
think
is what
2012
happened-
happened, do you think Y2K happened?
This is
No, because Y2K was the computer thing that they
well,
worried about.
This is what happens to the civilization however often. We just lose all the information. Sometimes it's like on purpose, like they burn,
They burn
library,
books like they
Alexandria.
recently
Or
did,
something, yeah. Exactly. Cats are burning books today, but like, I feel like there's a lot of missing artifacts, and I feel like we have seen it and experienced it, and we're not even noticing how much of this shit is disappearing.
So I was going through a rabbit hole recently of time capsules because they recently uncovered a time capsule, I think in Washington or whatever. And for some reason, I was stoned, and I was like,
For some reason, you were stoned?
yeah. And I was watching these videos, and I said to myself, what if it was just a troll from back in the time? Like none of this was real. Like, or I don't know, like, who's to say that I can't plan a time capsule full of shit that is made up?
But you could never even encapsulate what everything is.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because you have to encapsulate what the human experience is
At that moment in time.
But even then, the human experience is something that is a reality that's conceived by five senses that aren't even fucking that strong.
Dude, you hate your body, man. You don't think these senses are strong? Maybe to somebody else, these senses are crazy. Maybe this is the last level, like we said. Maybe
It might be the last level, and that's kind of a downer.
That's a good video,
anticlimactic.
The Doja Cat one.
I know, but I was. Oh man.
Was that Nasty Nas dancing in that?
Watch it. Put it on.
Dude, I
it
love
on.
that girl.
Please put it on.
She's-
Please.
I just that's part of the reason why I like her. But it's just
I know
like
this chick.
it kind of made it just kind of made like this culture kind of
Yeah.
accessible to
Everyone.
yeah. Like I think it's amazing. Hey, in like 100 years, they're gonna be like, this is a folkloric dance
Oh yeah.
of the United States. This is like a folkloric fertility dance. It's pretty amazing.
It's revolutionary.
That was such good timing because it was quiet for like 2 seconds. It was pretty amazing.
It's fucking pretty amazing. I mean, think about it.
You can like smell it through the screen, right?
It smells like what's the name of the Snuggie or Snuggle? What's the name of that? The freshener, fabric softener shit.
Oh yeah, yes.
That's when you say, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. Snuggle, I think, right? Or
Snuggle.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck, what is it? Is this another Mandela effect?
I can't stop watching this.
Shit.
Yeah. Oh shit!
My fucking tendons are just in pain right now. Just watching.
Fuck.
No, it's from the strip club at Brian's birthday. like years ago.
Oh. Who's this? This is a different one?
Well, that's what Oliver really likes.
Honestly, the knee pads is a great look.
Like knee pads should be like walking around downtown.
Yeah. Cover up your knees when you're around me, dude.
I love how this is like totally, like a fertility dance ritual thing.
It is.
It's just
This song.
That's
this
what
rhythm,
hula was for the Hawaiians.
Yeah, I know, but we're just stupid animals too.
in Ghana, they have an old traditional dance called bobobo, and it's just literally like a booty dance.
Yeah.
Bubogi? What?
Bobobo, but it's like GBO.
Was
GBO.
what is it? What is the Jamaican
She
one?
looks so happy.
I know, I'm not upset.
Daggering?
This is what I'm
I'm a
talking
little
about.
upset.
But you know daggering in Jamaica, right?
Yeah, this is exactly what the fuck I'm talking about right now.
Yeah. That was
If I came to a new land and this is the fertility dance and I saw this particular dancer, I would be like, this is a place that I probably would want to stay. Look at that, dude. This is like, I'm instantly inspired to repopulate the planet.
Yeah.
If you put this video on in front of my pops right now, he would probably have the exact same reaction that I'm having. He'd be like,
stumming it.
oh, sorry, hands on top of the table, guys.
I didn't agree.
And she's got Jordans on.
Oh, obviously, you have to.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you can wear those shorts more than 2 times and do this dance. You'd be growing some serious sourdough bread in there.
Yeah.
No, they probably sell them after the second wear.
Oh, she's covering the puss. She just had her hand like. The one on the
is
left
sick.
is about to fall out. Look at that. That thing's loose. You can see snatch.
I do that dance all the time.
That's looser than a Walmart
I do
bag
that
on
one
the
too.
freeway.
Yeah,
When I
the
was a
one on
kid, that was like my favorite on the bed by myself.
All
right, we're
that's
not-
for you.
Oh, wait, what is this? Dude?
You know,
He's got moves.
It's nice that he can do it. It's not for me. All of a sudden, I'm looking at his face. I hadn't seen a face yet in the video, and all of a sudden, oh, here we go. Now I'm trying to see the people in the back, see what they're talking
That
about.
chick in the back right sucks, dude. She can't. I don't want to insult that. I take it back. She doesn't suck. She's trying.
Yeah, she's just not as
She's not
as fluid as the
Let's
other
go
ones.
down the playlist. What else we got? We went from talking to aliens to just.
I gotta go in a little bit, so
I know.
this could be my sign off right here.
we'll
Let's
wrap
watch
it
the
up
rest
then.
of it. That's right.
Oh, it's still going. I was like, why is it still going? Well, let me see.
I like Doja Cat.
Me too.
Oh, it didn't link yet. Oh, that's because I'm on the morning drinkers one.
Twerk to so did you guys listen to the new Snoop Dogg record, Back on Death Row?
Nope.
Yeah.
I have not yet.
Bomb.
he quotes. He samples Curb.
Yeah. He didn't do any of that.
No, of course not.
But he's brilliant. He's one of my favorites, like all-time faves. That was like in my high school, and they said like, "What are your goals?" You know, and they put it in the yearbook.
Yeah.
It's like I want to play for Snoop Dogg someday.
Maybe someday you will.
Maybe
Have you looked at your old yearbooks recently?
not in a long time. My old
No.
yearbooks are old yearbooks now, huh?
Well, you and I are the same age.
I'm saying like
Yeah.
saying it like, man, old
'Cause-
yearbooks are old yearbooks now.
Yeah, because my lady, because I have them in like my bookshelf in my room, and I've never cracked them open in years, dude. And I caught my girl like looking through them.
thumbing it.
Yeah.
She was looking at a picture of young you and be like,
And I just remember like I was sitting next to her. I was like, and I just started going down memory lane, like, oh, this motherfucker, this guy's dead. Like
Oh,
this guy,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's just like, holy fuck, that felt like so long ago already.
I mean, it kind of was, man.
Yeah.
what if somebody thought I was dead?
Uh,
Like somebody from school was like, Omar hasn't lived in fucking 15 years. I don't think he's alive
The
anymore.
Mandela effect
Yeah.
of Omar. Yeah.
That's kind of funny, right? Like,
It's like you
no,
run into him on the streets, like, oh, I thought you were dead, dude.
I see all his family all the time. He's nowhere to be found. He's dead. Like, that guy's dead for sure.
Dude, if you had anxiety like me, I would be making all the calls to see if there's someone that thinks I'm dead.
Holy shit.
Am I dead right now? That's fucking
I think
funny.
therefore I am. I think I'm here podcasting with you guys, but I could be dead.
If
Maybe.
this is the final level and we're doing podcasts about it,
Yeah.
this level sucks. It was cool though.
And sometimes, you can't, it's hard to conclude a trilogy. And sometimes the final film sucks,
It's true.
Or sometimes it ends in a banger, dude.
Oh, shit.
Like we're talking about, like I got bucket list. Like doctor tells me I got cancer. I'm robbing a
It
bank.
does end in a bang. It doesn't, you know why? You know why?
Jumping off a fucking plane with no parachute.
What
Light
if-
myself on fire? Like
What if we're just the sperm in our daddy's nutsacks, dude?
Still?
And then, still. And then we start with the bang. And we enter the womb.
It might be just a drip.
yeah.
Might not be a bang.
Yeah. It might be like.
I hate when that happens. Just like
It doesn't happen all that often to me unless, like, I've been doing it a lot.
or jacking off a lot.
Yeah. That's what
Or
I'm
your
saying.
dick just
see this?
like just
Just powder.
yeah.
Yeah. A dehydrator just.
Yeah, you can't be.
I remember like being drunk as fuck, crossfaded as fuck, and like hooking up with a girl, and like my nut was just like I could like ball it up, like it was just so dry. dude,
Dry?
like, throw it, yeah.
Just like this goop.
It feels good as a man to squirt like some ropes.
Because it's like a receipt.
You're big-
it's
you're-
like Patrice O'Neill says.
Yeah. You're big on ropes.
Ropes. It's all about Spider-Man, Spidey Web.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not me, dude. I got issues.
And on that, we're gonna end it.
No, that was when actually we never even did an intro.
Morning drinkers,
Morning
y'all.
drinkers, welcome home.
I'm
Yeah.
already a little drunk off these June shots.
Yeah, man, they're good.
I gotta
Now-
go to this gig.
He's got to go to a gig.
You want to plug? I was about to say, you want to plug anything in before we sign off?
Any future thing? You want me to sample one of the tracks that you got? I don't know if you've added more to. Have you added more?
I have.
Sick.
Yeah, they both kind of got a little more. What do I have to plug?
Dead air.
Oh man, I got.
Well,
I got nothing.
I'm gonna try to hit up Palabra at I forget what it's called.
So nobody's plugging it.
And then
I'm building stuff right now, so I'm not really.
Building phase. Nice.
I'm trying the open mic in La Mesa as well. So
At a
Nice.
public square.
public square.
And I'm just trying to eat Portos. Anyway. Y'all
On
have a
that
good- have a good morning.
Morning drinkers, y'all.
Boom.